So
I
think
have. They're a lot
Dark
nicer
Prison?
than the ones we have here.
We're talking about prisons now. Apparently, when we're back live. Everything's going.
Oops.
And
Standard stuff.
Solved our various issues. Yippee ki We're back. We're live. And this is, for your information, this is episode something. 37,
Yeah.
38, 38. Let me have
Seems
a look.
too high.
Too high?
Sure, yeah.
No, it's episode 38. Yeah, today. Wow. And you guys have made it out of the aquifer, having slain a bunch of Barachiel wizards and their ilk, and some elementals and so on. Barry, if you're talking, you're on mute. So, keep that in mind. Yeah, and you did a bunch of stuff. And then you ran into this dude outside, upstairs, after you fought a golem and slew it with much trouble and stuff. And you've met Caleb's new character. So welcome, Caleb. Once again, he came back after last session. Incredible. So we're happy about that. Thank you for coming back.
Nice.
And yeah, so who would like to tell us about what's been going on? Give us a bit of an update, if you will. Caleb, perhaps you'd like to do so, seeing as you're new. I feel that it is your duty.
Yep, let me just bring up my notes real quickly.
All right.
Notes.
I'm going to put you on the spot. I know. Notes. Imagine taking notes in a D&D game. That's ridiculous.
I'm an avid note taker. I've got.
Oh,
I think Russell's seen the beginning of it, and that was session 0.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. So it started out with a bunch of fire and lightning coming out of an aquifer. There was a brief argument between an elderly man and a group of adventurers about who or where the pickled herring was. From there was a mention of a wizard coming down. The wizard came down along with what appeared to be some sort of, I have draconic demon written down. Proceeded to kill the draconic demon. However, Mr. Wizard just turned invisible and ran.
Yeah.
Ran really fast, really quickly.
Hastily, in fact. Quite hastily.
Almost hastily, yes.
You might say.
We then, Mr. Rohan and another one attempted to chase him down and track where he went. However, after climbing down a cliff, we proceeded to lose him.
Yeah.
After reclimbing that cliff and meeting the rest of the team at the top, we went and found the encampment where the Red Wizard was slaying.
Hey.
Destroyed a bit of stone,
Hey.
which fell down.
Somebody just popped in with us. Thank you, whoever that was. I'm just going to go back to my screen so I can find out who I
Vermilion 125.
Oh. Well, thank you for joining us. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Excellent. Sorry, please continue, Caleb. I'm sorry to interrupt.
I think that was about the end. We got to the encampment, brutally murdered I assume some sort of apprentice, and then proceeded to take a nap in their old place. Then there was a bunch of infernal ruins and stuff in this encampment, littering the walls.
Yes, all sorts of runes and arcana.
You mentioned the fireworks as well, and
Right.
the fact that Rohan and Feralt went down the hill.
Yeah,
we
he
learned
mentioned
something
that.
about Rohan.
Also, there was a massive shadow that went over us at one point.
Yeah, that was a dragon.
It looked like a dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
forget about the dragon. Small
events,
details.
Casually.
little details.
Dragon's not really that big of a detail.
Yeah, dragon shenanigan. Who cares about that, right? Okay, so you are in this campsite. It's underneath this stone slab that has collapsed kind of diagonally. There's a fire pit. There's the corpse of the Barachiel apprentice wizard, whom you recently slew, just a few moments ago, in fact, laying there, kind of still twitching a little bit, but dead. There are some runes on the back of the chamber that nobody has identified or figured out, although there has been an attempt to do so and failed. And that is the sum of it, really. That's where you are. So
We went to bed.
you took a long rest? Yeah?
Did we
Yes.
manage to take a long rest?
Oddly enough, you did. You did take a lot.
Okay, good. I hadn't put that through yet. I leveled up, but I hadn't put that through.
Right. So, yes, and you leveled up. You leveled up. Amazing.
Yeah, we did. Woo!
Yeah. Well done. So you're what, level
7.
7? Imagine
Yes.
that. Level 7. Fuck, what am I going to do now? Jeez, I'm going to have to write the whole campaign over. Okay. So, what do you do? What do you do? You wake up, whoever it is that's... you probably took watches and stuff, but nothing happens particularly of any great importance. And as you are waking up, it is approximately dawn. You see the dawn light of the first sun rising over the horizon. It beams in through the side where the opening is, filling this little, almost like a cave space. It's like a cross between a cave and a chamber. Yeah, orange light fills the room slowly.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
We made it through the night, I see. Oh, was that Rohan's stomach?
Apparently.
Right. I will get up. I will put on my leather. No, it is light armor. Yeah, I'll put on my studded leather armor.
All right. So you took your armor off to sleep. That's good.
I mean,
a good nap that way. Proper
who
sleep.
doesn't?
Yeah. Well, otherwise you used to take levels of exhaustion for sleeping in your armor.
People who are sleeping in a random cave with infernal ruins might want to leave their armor on, but sure.
Sure.
It doesn't take very long to check on light armor. It's fine.
Okay.
It's cool.
Drazan, however.
Right. Well, Drazan.
Takes him 10 minutes.
Drazan spends 10 minutes getting his armor on. Unless somebody
I'd
wants
say
to help
Ferlt
him.
would help Drazan with his armor.
Thank you. I greatly appreciate your assistance in the matter. Can you?
It's no worries. I could see you struggling there.
Yes, it's not something one ought to do alone. Typically, usually we have assistance, but what now, ladies and gentlemen? Do we return to the city or what?
Yes. Well, we're done here, aren't we? Aside from whatever these runes are.
Right. Now that Ferlt has actually had a good night's sleep, or at least some rest, because he was pretty exhausted when we saw him, he might actually have another look at them to see if he gets anything actually meaningful.
All right. So
Ferlt, before you do that,
yes?
I close my eyes and I say a little prayer.
Aww.
And I guide you.
Aw, thank you.
Off you go.
Okay.
I believe in you.
I just want to interrupt the stream for a moment and say that I was DMing at Armageddon for the last 3 days now. I've run
you're so whiny.
7 games. I was about to tell you about my great victory, actually. So there.
Tell us.
We beat Vecna. Brad Thompson from Cutting Words, which is a YouTube channel, is a friend of ours. He ran Vecna Must Die for us. It was a 1-hour one-shot. We had all the miniatures and terrain and everything, and all the terrain was covered over with black cloth and lights and stuff. It was very cool. We had a smoke machine in there and so on. And as we were going through the dungeon very rapidly, he had a big timer. We had 1 hour to defeat Vecna. So we had to beat various monsters and a boss and a sub-boss. A sub-boss and then finally Vecna. We broke into Vecna's room. We cast haste on each other. So I was hasted when I went in there. I was top of the initiative. I rolled a natural 20. I hit it and I hit him for over 90 points of damage in my first turn. I thought that was quite flash. But then, that motherfucker healed most of it. So, I still did 90 points of damage to Vecna though, and we did beat him with 5 minutes to spare. So, I just wanted to tell my little story before we get too deep into this. Anyway, there you go. I feel justified now. Please continue. You're making an investigation check for Alt, is that correct?
Yeah, I was just waiting to confirm what type of check it was.
Yep.
With guidance.
With guidance.
I think I'm gonna need that guidance.
Yep. You certainly are.
So that's a 12.
12, yeah. It's definitely magic stuff. Definitely that dirty Barachiel wizardry, but you're not sure what it is or what it does. Yeah.
Well,
Sure.
Inspiration for the DM to
Barrett,
stay awake.
perhaps you should like write these down, and then we can maybe ask someone else.
Okay, so Earl pulls out a piece of parchment. Then looking at the so these are carvings or something?
They're not actually carvings. They are painted on.
Okay, so
some sort
looking
of
at these
red
all these painted symbols.
Mm-hmm.
So he's holding the parchment in front of him.
Okay, yeah.
And boom, a picture of everything is on the parchment.
Okay, very well.
Does it look like it was recently put up there? Or when we came in originally, did it look like it was recently put up there?
Would you like to make an investigation check of your own?
Sure. I believe in myself.
Believe in yourself, Vespera. Believe
The power
in
of myself.
yourself.
Oh, okay. Well.
An 8. Yeah, that is a massive 8 and a 1.
9.
9.
I don't know. I wasn't paying much attention.
In fact, you would, yeah, they look even newer than they were when you came in here somehow. Maybe it's the daylight coming through the doorway, through the entrance. Caleb, what are you doing? What's Rohan doing?
Rohan is currently just sort of trying to be as much as a chameleon as possible.
Yeah.
Just sort of flittering about. If they had a fire, he'd be making sure that was properly put out.
Okay.
Well, actually, I think he's proficient in painter's supplies, so I think he might try and in a little notebook, make a little copy of the ruins himself.
Well, so you have some sort of notebook with parchment in it, I assume. It's very expensive, such a thing. So yes, okay, so you're making your own notes. Very cool. Would you like to make an investigation check?
Why not? Where is... There it is. Can't see what that is. Oh, it's a dirty 20.
It's a dirty 20.
Nice.
Very nice. Well, with your dirty 20, you realize that this paint, we'll call it paint on the wall, does consist of a couple of different substances. Some of them seem to be, in fact, kind of granular, mixed into whatever it was that's been used here. It has kind of very light bumps and things in it, and it seems to be quite sticky, and it hasn't really set.
Sticky paint. All right.
And what color is it?
Red.
Oh, I wonder what it could be.
Yeah. Gee, I wonder.
Oh.
Could be strawberry seeds in it. Come on.
Yeah, it's like... And so Feralt's just like kind of looking at the paint, and he's thinking back to the fact that the component, at least for summoning lesser demons, is a vial of blood, and he's kind of like looking at like, I wonder if there's blood in that. Huh.
I'm not going to eat that and find out.
I can neither.
That doesn't sound great.
Rohan, what are you doing?
Yeah, Rohan and Alkas.
I am watching all you wonderful people doing your thing. He sniffs at it. Does he smell blood?
Well, that's a good question. Let's make a check for Rohan. Rokan. Perception. Well, actually, it's an investigation check, to be fair. You get +0. But, you never know. You might roll a natural 20. But no, that was a natural 7. You cannot tell. You have no impressions from it at all. It seems to be fairly odorless overall. It has a very slight smell of kind of a high, like spirits, a little bit like spirits.
Smells like spirits.
Did we take a sample of it?
Okay, so Ferlt takes out one of his alchemy vials and just kind of like scrapes a little bit into a vial.
All right.
And
yeah.
stoppers it up.
All right. It is quite sticky, and as you scrape it, you notice there's little flakes of white powder in it.
Do I recognize the powder?
You can make it a further investigation check if you wish.
Okay, hopefully this one goes better. That is a dirty 20.
You believe that it would most likely, based on its consistency and its texture, you think it's probably bone flakes. Possibly even marrow, you're not sure, but yeah.
Okay,
probably
so
bone or
I'm
marrow.
suspecting that this is ground up bones and possibly blood.
That's a fairly reasonable assumption.
Okay. So I basically look at this and I'm like, does anyone else want to look at this? Because I feel this is something we should get rid of.
You feel we should get rid of it? We should get rid of it.
Okay. Right, I understand. I just wanted to check if anybody else wanted to have a closer look at it before I did that. Because I can't make it come back once I get rid of it.
Should I hold on to it?
You're going to hold on to the painting on the wall.
Well, no, not the painting. Just the blood.
The sample that he
Or
took,
the
right?
The sample.
Yeah, I'm
That's
not
weird.
talking about the sample. I'm talking about the stuff on the walls.
Oh, in that case, no, I don't mind it.
Take it
Okay,
down.
so I basically just go around prestidigitationing it in sections away.
All right. Very good then. Yes, you destroy it, and it disappears. And when you do that, something interesting happens. The wall behind it, about 6 inches in from the rim of the circle of runes that are written there, kind of goes and just kind of tears apart, revealing another chamber behind it.
Oh, well. What? Look
It's
at that.
dark in there.
I cast
So-
light.
Does this look like it was illusion magic or more like a transmutation sort of thing?
You suspect it's some sort of transmutation.
Okay.
So I cast light on something insignificant like a stone.
Okay.
Does the darkness, does the light go through the darkness?
It does.
Or is it just all darkness?
No, it does.
Yeah,
it does cut through the darkness. It's not magical darkness.
Okay.
Okay.
Shall we go through?
I believe we should investigate this further.
The passage goes back that you can see about 10 feet and kind of begins to turn on an angle. You think it must have been an original passage at some point, but it is very collapsed and full of rubble and spider webs and stuff like that.
I'll look for tracks to see if anybody's been here.
Can you make a survival check? Yes, I can. Very well, I'll roll it for
Can
you.
Can I assist him with that?
Yes, you can. You can give him advantage on that. So
Yep.
he's rolling with advantage. One of those was a natural one. The other one is a 5 plus 4 is 9. Unfortunately, you can't see any tracks, or there aren't any tracks. Maybe it's the spider webs are just filling the space too much.
Spider webs?
Yeah, spider webs.
Well, if
Not
there's so the spider webs are crossing the path, sort of thing.
Yep, in the path.
Okay, if the spider webs are in the path, I think it's reasonable to assume that nobody's actually walked through there. But it's odd that they chose to hide it. Okay.
You want to send your familiar down?
Unfortunately, so at the moment, Stolas is in his falcon form, so he doesn't get dark vision.
Oh. Do you want him to take the stone?
Sure. So I summon Stolas and have him grab the stone that's glowing and fly in.
Okay, Stolas flies ahead of you, and you're not currently psychically connected with him, are you?
I'm not sharing senses with him, no.
Okay, very good. Stolas flies ahead, and you see him ripping through the first sort of layer of webbing there, and then he gets stuck
He gets stuck.
in the web.
How far away from me is he right now?
He's at the corner where it turns, and he's stuck in fairly substantial webbing at the end of the corner.
Okay, but like, what's the actual like distance?
Oh, sorry,
is it within
about 15 feet?
Okay, I dismiss him.
Okay, he disappears, and the webbing kind of hangs there.
And then I'm just going to firebolt the webbing.
Can you make a perception check too, please?
Okay. 9. It's dark.
Okay. Now, just in case, we'll get some initiatives.
Yep. Yup.
Sure.
All right.
Rohan, you rolled a 12. Okay. So I've got everything here. We have 15 for Vespera, 12 for Rohan, 26 for Alcas. And how the fuck do you have 26?
Expertise.
Net 20 plus 6.
Yeah, obviously, but how the fuck did... Anyway, 8 for Feralt, 13 for Drazan, and Rohan is a 17. Okay, cool. Excellente. As you continue down... Well, you haven't said you're continuing in there, have you? Or you're firebolting?
Well, I was going to firebolt the webbing.
Okay, alright. Alright, so you firebolt the webbing. The webbing begins to burn back wherever you hit it. And so with a sort of sustained set of firebolts, you're able to burn it back to the walls and clear the path towards the corner. Alright? Okay. As you are doing this... One moment, please. Suddenly, from almost behind you, in fact, I do need an order. Who's in what order? And where are you standing right now? I'll start with you, Rohan. Where are you? Seeing as you're muted, I'm asking you first, just to be annoying. Rohan?
Barry?
I was thinking about it. Okay. I am at the back.
You're
because,
at the back, yep.
You know, I can use my arrows better.
Okay, so how far back are you from the entranceway? 10 feet?
15 about
feet?
that.
15 feet? 10 feet?
15 feet.
15 feet, okay. So you're basically at the exit to the actual campsite that goes out into the wilderness and into the main sort of ruins outside. Yeah. Okay, so you're kind of standing just almost in the sunlight.
Yeah.
All right, and what you see is this blue and white giant spider suddenly appear between you and the next person in at the edge of the entranceway. And who is that person going to be? That's Alcas?
Yeah, I was going to say, when these guys were messing with the symbols and stuff on the wall, Alcas was just outside enjoying some fresh air.
Okay, so you're actually outside.
So he would have come in slightly, but yeah.
Okay, so you're next to Rohan then?
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys are 15 feet back from the exit, and that puts you at 10 feet from this strange spider that has suddenly appeared. Now, the spider, who's the next person in then from there? Is it Vespera or is it...
I think I would be behind Feralt. I would probably have Produce Flame helping.
Right. Yeah, I'm probably at the front, like just clearing away the...
right, so Feralt's at the front, Vespera's next, then there's the spider.
Because we are the tanks.
Oh, where's Rohan? Sorry, Rohan.
Rohan will be behind wherever the, what's his name, Drazan?
Drazan, yeah.
Wherever the guy in the bulkiest armor, just hiding behind him as soon as the passage opened up.
Right. Well, Drazan is... where is Drazan? Drazan is probably just standing back behind Feralt and Vespera, so he's probably there, and the spiders appeared next to him. And if you're behind him, then you're probably... Yeah, you're on the other side of Drazan. That puts you at 10 feet from the spider when it appears, but Drazan is obscuring it from you directly. That make sense?
Yep.
Okay. Cool. So the spider, having suddenly appeared out of nowhere, it is going to try and bite Vespera from behind, and it has advantage because this is a surprise attack. And it gets 19.
Can we use reactions in surprise rounds?
I don't think you can.
I don't know. That's never come up.
It
so,
has never come up, but I'm going to say no because I think it doesn't make any sense.
Okay,
you
right.
have to know it's coming, and something's biting you on the back.
Okay.
How would you know? So, okay, so it gets a 19 to hit. What's your AC?
Yeah, it will hit me.
Okay, it hits you for 4 points of damage. However, you are going to make a Constitution saving throw as you feel this intense pain bite into your leg.
Ooh, okay, she fails.
You fail, okay,
Yep.
and then in that case, you take a further 14 points of poison damage.
Okay. Yep, that's brought it down to like half, I believe, or just over half.
Okay, cool. All right, so that's very good. Then the spider begins climbing up the wall on the side. Now, Alcas, it's your turn.
With it climbing up the wall, is it within melee range?
Yeah, if you move to it immediately, yes.
Then Alcas is going to move to it and take a swipe at it.
All right.
With his Moonblade.
Roll to hit.
14.
14 does hit it.
Ooh. For 13 points of damage.
13 points.
And then, does it have any allies around?
At this point, you don't know. You haven't seen any allies.
Because if it doesn't, I get sneak attack damage.
Right. Okay. Well, you can have sneak attack damage.
For another 13.
For another 13. Wow. So you did 26 points of damage.
Yes.
Very nice. That spider is very hurt, by the way. It turns towards you at that point, and it just begins to drop on your head. Falling on top of you, it attacks you with a bite. It gets a dirty 20 to hit. Yep. It does 7 points of piercing damage from the hit, and you make a con save, please. So you take no. Okay, so you take a further 14 points of poison damage. Then, yeah.
Since it has been my turn, I'm going to use my reaction to halve the 7.
Okay. At that point, the spider uses its bonus action to jaunt into the ethereal, and it vanishes back out of sight. Rohan.
Okay.
No, Rohan. Sorry, Rohan, not Rohan.
Knew it.
Rohan and Rokan.
I knew this would cause trouble.
I have to remember to say Rohan. Sorry, Barry. It's my mistake.
That's right.
Damn it, I'm not a spellcaster anymore, I can't cast spells. He will just sort of make sure he's firmly behind Mr. Drazin and just have a dagger ready to just throw it at wherever the spider reappears.
So are you holding an action until...
I will be holding an action to throw a dagger.
To throw a dagger, okay, so you're holding your action. Vespera.
I'm going to hold my action, so when I see him, I'm going to attack.
Okay, very good.
And that really hurt her.
All right, very good. Feralt.
I am holding a Toll the Dead.
Sorry, no, you're. That's not your turn. I'm just addressing you. I'm sorry. That again, my fault. Very tired here. Not communicating.
Dude, no worries.
Very well.
It's been a long day for you.
A spider that looks much like the other one appears right next to you, and it attempts to bite you. This one is
attack time.
This one is inside the actual tunnel, and when it attacks you, it rolls a 23 to hit.
We get our reactions, don't we?
I am going to.
This is a different spider, but yeah, I guess you do get your actions. But the thing is, you're not looking in the place where it was. This is on the other side of.
All the spiders look the same to me.
Yeah, and you
we're looking for it.
You were specifically looking for that spider that you've already attacked that was close to you.
We don't know the difference.
Yeah, I guess
we don't know. So. I mean, to be fair, if she notices it, maybe you could have her roll a perception check.
At that point.
Yeah, okay, you can make a perception check to see if your reaction's triggered, because I think that given the fact that it's teleporting around and that there's more than one of them teleporting around, it's a little bit confusing.
15.
15, you know what?
I got a 15.
Alright, you guys can use your reactions if you like.
Yeah.
Alright, so roll to hit.
Alright,
dirty 20.
Dirty 20, nice.
Ooh. No, just 9 for that one.
Okay, so you cast a fireball, produce flame, right?
Yes.
Okay, so your produce flame shoots off into the hallway past Feralt, burning some webbing instead. And you throw a dagger, which you rolled a dirty 20. That hits it right in the head. Let's have some... Oh, so that's what?
6.
6 points of
6
damage?
points of damage.
6 points of
with
damage.
My sneak attack.
With your sneak attack. Okay, cool bananas. That
okay, now...
Yep, now it is
using my reaction...
Oh, okay, yes.
I cast Shield from my spell-storing ring, which puts my AC at 24.
Nice. It's Drazan's turn.
Drazan is going to smack a bitch.
Drazan has to move to it, and he has to get past you and Feralt to get to the spider that he can see.
Yep. He chooses to do that.
All right, very good. So
in that
he moves
case.
over to that spider. Is everybody's reaction done, by the way?
I believe so.
Okay, cool, because the second spider... actually, no, I can only do that once per turn. All right. So, yeah, Drazan moves over there. He can make a hit roll. To hit roll, please.
Excellent. His first one is 22.
22. Yeah, that might hit.
All right. That is 12 points of magical sword damage.
Magical sword damage? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Followed by his second attack.
He chops off 2 of its legs, and it's bleeding blue ichor. So the second attack is a 24, is that right?
Yes.
That hits.
Followed by 6 points of
magical sword damage.
Sword magic damage.
Sword magic.
Sword
damage.
magic.
Dun, dun, dun,
dun. Yeah.
Thank you, Drazan. Rohan. Roki doke.
Okay.
You are going to do what? You've had a long rest. You've got all your spells and shit, but you know these spiders are going down kind of fast.
All right, I'll just pick one that's already injured and fire at it.
Fire at it. Okay, so you're shooting at the one that you can see. You rolled a 19 to hit for a 26. Yep. D8 plus 6. You roll max damage for 14 hit points worth of damage. And guess what, Rohan? It's dead.
There you are.
So that one is got a arrow in its noggin, and it collapses, going. Okay. Feralt.
Okay, so are any spiders actually currently visible to me?
The one that's dead.
Okay. So we've had these spiders teleporting or going invisible or doing something weird.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I am going to hold a Toll the Dead, and I'm just going to use it on the next thing I don't like.
All right.
That pops out of nowhere.
Okay. Suddenly a spider drops from above you. You can make a perception check to see it first, seeing as we're playing that game.
Does a 15 see it?
Yes, it does. So Toll the Dead, it has to make a wisdom save?
Yep. And this one hasn't taken any damage yet, has it?
No. Boom! So it gets a 16 for its save.
That saves.
Okay, so it takes no damage?
Takes no damage.
All right. Alkas. You see a spider drop on Feralt's head.
Yep. We are simply going to run towards it and attack it with the Moonblade.
All right.
Now
It is on his head.
it's on his head.
Yeah.
Whack it off like a baseball bat.
It's
Yeah.
quite
I was
big.
going to say, can I get into a position for flanking, but I probably can't if it's on his head.
Yeah, no, not flanking.
Cool. Just going to go for the flat roll then. 13.
13 meets and beats.
Oof. Classic.
Yeah.
Ooh, for max damage too.
Ooh, 13 points of damage.
13 points of
Amazing.
damage, and then sneak attack.
Yep.
Because, a further 15.
Fucking hell. Alright.
Double sixes on that.
Wow, you smash the shit out of it, but it is not dead. It's definitely been munched, though. It's been well munched.
Is it in the range of Drazan?
Is it within the range of Drazan? Yes, it is.
Cool. Well, he'll use his reaction.
Okay.
Because this thing is attacking someone that isn't him. He is going to use Sentinel.
Okay.
And let me just see where I lift the button. Here we are. All right. Ooh, 26.
26 hits it.
And 10 points.
10 points of damage. Okay, he smashes it. It's dead. All right. He
And then-
probably just stabs it through the face and peels it off you with his blade.
Yeah.
So you no longer have a giant blue and white phase-stepping spider on you. That's the end of his...
Oh, so that's what they're doing.
Oh, did I say that? So the first one suddenly reappears next to Vespera again and bites her, or it tries to. And that is a 23 to hit. Oh, it should have advantage for this. Yeah, 23 to hit. Okay,
Only gonna hit.
It does 12 points of damage, and you make a con save, please.
Okay. Damage, con save. Natural 20.
Ooh, ew. Okay, very nice. You save. Rohan.
Only thing keeping me alive.
Seeing a spider biting someone else, Rohan will sprint up to it with a massive amount of movement and stab it with his spear dagger.
Roll to hit.
10 and a 15.
15. Okay, well, the 15 hits.
Flat roll, there we go. 10 points of piercing damage, and do I have an ally within 5 feet?
Doesn't matter. It's dead. You killed it. You can tell us how
Yay.
you kill it if you wish.
Just Crocodile Dundee, just straight through the middle.
Straight through the middle. All right. So the
Get that thing
spider,
out of here.
it's dead. It sort of just collapses on the ground there,
Thank you.
leaking goo.
I'm very hurt.
I would help, but I can't.
It's okay. I can heal myself. I just got to wait till we're out of combat.
Wait for a little timeout.
That was
Classic
it.
battle timeout.
That was it. I'm out of character right now. So I don't get in trouble.
We really chose a great place to camp last night.
Yes.
I know, right?
Are we out of combat? Can I
You-
create berries?
You are out of combat. You can
Okay.
get berries.
I create some berries and start eating them like crazy. Does anyone else require healing?
You have to make a saving throw against being sick of eating good berries.
I could never be sick of my own good berries.
I'm going to just prestidigitation the goo off my head.
Okay, that's fair. All right. What are you
Does
doing,
Ferret look
Barry?
like he needs some?
Mm-mm.
No? Okay. Okay.
All right. What do you like to do now?
Rowan will quickly grab his dagger out of the other spider he threw at it.
Okay. Fair enough.
I'm going to just continue down this corridor because it's like those spiders, they don't seem natural. I have to wonder if they're some sort of summoned creature from the wizards.
Woo-hoo. I feel better.
Excellent. So you take a couple of minutes to eat good berries and top up, yeah?
Yes, much better.
Much better.
Yes.
Very nice.
Okay, well, while she's eating berries, I want to have a look at the spiders. Are they, like, dissolving and disappearing or anything like that?
They're not actually.
What can I tell anything by looking at them?
You can make an investigation check. Actually, you know what? You can make an investigation check with advantage.
Interesting. That's a 19.
You believe that they are they have some kind of connection to the Feywild.
And realizing that, Feralt just groans. Oh no, not Fey bullshit again.
Sorry, did you just say Fae?
Yes, these creatures, they're some sort of Fey.
All right, I stand up and I walk out of the cave. We're not doing this, Feralt. I know the word Fae is in your name, but we're not doing this.
I'm not sure my Feralt's name is spelt in common the same way as it is in English.
Prof Piplup is now following.
If EY.
Prof Piplup. I don't know if I said
It's
that
in
right.
your name.
Thank you for following us. We love you.
I mean, well, technically, Feralt is actually, I believe, like Gaelic for fairy.
So you are the Fae.
Well, basically, ironically, my character with the fairy name isn't my Fey character.
The irony.
While these guys are discussing
Fae.
fairies and
Being
other
fairies,
random magical bullshit that Alkas doesn't really care about, can he look down this tunnel that opened up and start to make his way down?
As you look down one end, Rohan will look down the other end.
Well, it only goes in one direction, and you're standing at one end of it.
He doesn't know that yet.
Okay.
Oh,
You're looking at us.
okay.
So you're looking at these guys.
And what's Rohan's intelligence score again?
Rokan's intelligence score. Rokan,
I think
your
I haven't
intelligence-
eaten.
Intelligence is 10. So
I haven't
it's
eaten
not stupid.
anything.
That's true. Not even good berries on this day.
It's like, give that orc some food.
Yep.
And Feralt is just like, no. The thing is, Feralt is just like, I gotta know. He's gotta go. He's continuing down the tunnel.
All right. As you get to the corner in the tunnel, can you make a perception check, please?
Okay, perception.
Yes.
3.
Yeah. Okay. It's dark up there, and more webbing. More webs. You do notice that the webs have a very slight kind of bluish tint to them. But
He's just like,
are you relying on dark vision right now?
no, I
Vespera
picked up
cast light.
that stone that Vespera cast light on.
Right, and gave it to the owl. Yeah.
He's a falcon, but he's just kind of like
Falcon, yeah.
hovering and holding it above my head.
Okay.
However, Alkas is also continuing down the tunnel with dark vision and a 9 perception, so not great.
Okay.
And I'm continuing down the tunnel with Elkas.
Okay. All right. Well, it's one at a time, so it's quite narrow, this passage. And the walls are quite rough. Rohan will make a perception check for you, my friend. That is a 15. Okay, so Rohan, everyone else seems to be kind of looking at the webbing and so on, and you notice the walls are very rough, and it is quite disgusting in here, really, but you notice there's a faint kind of bluey green glow coming from the end of the passage.
Elkas.
Oh, yes. Oh, just spiderwebs all over me. Ugh. What's going on?
You see that bluey green thing coming from the end of the passage?
Inspiration for Alkas. I like that.
Is that... I thought it was just my eyes playing tricks on me. There is a glow, though.
Yeah, there is.
What?
Yeah.
What do you think it is?
What? Do I look like a wizard?
Oh, well, I don't know anything about magic either.
Well, We better tell the others. Psst. Oi, you, short person. What's the new...
He's
Rohan.
Rowan's not short. You're mixing him up with the other guy that was playing.
Compared to Rohan, he must be short.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
It's
He's
like,
only
yeah,
5'7".
everyone's
fair.
everyone other than Hagalaz is short compared to Rohan.
I take it
Yeah.
back. You're right.
And
Okay.
you, short person.
Yes?
You got lots of brains like Feralt. There's a glow up there, see? Oh no, you can't see. Look over that shoulder. See?
Oh, yes, I see it.
Yeah. What you reckon that is?
What do I reckon that is?
Okay, you can make an investigation check, please.
Okay, thank God. Also, I want to point out, Rowan has an intelligence of 9.
Oh wow. So,
He doesn't have a lot of brains, and a natural 1 for 3.
Okay, for 3.
It's amazing.
Well,
So we've got Rohan with an intelligence of 10, Alkas with an intelligence of 10, and Rowan with an intelligence of 9, trying to figure out what this magical glow is.
right.
Meanwhile, there's a guy with an intelligence of 16 standing right next to you that you're not asking.
Right.
I was about to. Now Rohan's tried his luck. He's going to
Well,
try.
Rowan, you roll a 1, right? A natural 1.
Yep,
You're
for a total of 3, so, you know.
Feralt.
You're
Not
pretty
terrible.
sure it's a goblin birthday party.
Feralt.
I love birthday parties.
Okay, I think they have cake. It's a birthday party.
Feralt, are you listening to me?
Oh,
Well-
what are... Sorry, I try not to.
See that glow over there?
What about it?
What do you think it is?
Well, I can tell you that right now it's not a goblin birthday party. I don't think goblins celebrate birthdays.
Are you 100% certain, though?
You're pretty sure that goblins don't even know when they're born.
I don't think goblins actually understand the concept of calendars normally.
But if it is a goblin birthday party, we can go be bullies, beat them up, and take the presents.
What? Why do that?
I am quite certain it's not a goblin birthday party, you gibbering loon.
Are you 100% though?
Feralt.
I am 200... Do you even understand percentages?
Feralt.
Of course I do.
Stop listening to him and find out what it is.
Okay, so I'm just going... Rather than messing around with firebolts, I'm just going to summon a mage hand and
clear.
just holding the glowing stone around,
Okay, cool.
clearing all the cobwebs.
All right, very good. You do that, and that clears the passage for you up ahead.
I'm also going to prestidigitation away the cobwebs on Elkas.
Okay.
I learned one thing today. You know what that was?
The goblins don't celebrate birthday parties?
No.
You can't prove that.
Next time I should ask you, and never mind the others.
Fair enough. Let's go and have a look then, shall we?
All right. So who's at the front?
I'm going to go with Feralt.
All right.
I think I've probably got the highest AC out of all of us, so I'm going to go first.
All right. So you're going to go first. Well, as you continue forward, you notice that the passage begins to descend slightly down about 5 very roughly hewn steps. And there's more webbing and what have you, but and there's a few creatures caught in the webbing too, you notice, mostly small insects and a few rodents and what have you. You can see cracks in the walls where maybe they must have come in from, in places, little fissures that go off into the side of the mountain. But as you get further in, the glow gets stronger, and finally you come out into a small chamber about the size of a bedroom in somebody's house, really. This chamber seems to be the source of the glow, and in this chamber there is a shrine that is in fact glowing with this green eldritch flame that is burning in a kind of like a small pool at the base of a statue, this ancient looking statue of this huge horned beast that sits there. It looks like it might have been cracked at some point, but it looks like it's been restored to you.
So so
Happy birthday!
and I just turn and look at Elgus and I see, I fucking told you so.
Well, there's a flame, kind of like a candle. There
There's
were
no
those
goblins though.
There were those people back there. They were wrapped up. They might be the presents.
You know, this can't be good.
It certainly does not seem. I wonder if this is what the Barachiel were here for.
I bet you he's gonna stand up and try and eat us all.
Now, the statue,
Yeah.
does it resemble any sort of god or anything?
Barry, I'm just going to put you on mute, mate. Oh, you got it. Cool. Does it resemble a god or anything? Give me a religion check for me, please.
By the way, Vesper's not there.
What a pity.
She's using her wisdom stat.
All right.
This feels like a bad idea.
Right. Fair call. Okay, so Vespera, you're outside.
I will
probably
also be
with-
hanging out the back.
With Drazan.
Oh, yeah, with Drazan.
Okay, cool.
And
Alkas,
Rowan, if he wants to.
religion check 10. You've never seen any god that looks like this. It does not resemble any elven god, that's for sure, and none of the human gods you've come across look anything like this. Even the orcs don't have a god that looks like this. At least not that you know of.
So
And, sorry, the statue, how big are we?
Oh, it's about 3 feet tall. It's not the biggest statue in the world. It's,
Okay.
you know, it's not a huge altar. It's not a massive shrine, but it's definitely a shrine. And it seems to be slick with green slime. Kind of mold and moss and grody shit in it.
Well, this is thoroughly creepy and disgusting at the same time.
It smells quite badly as well, but you know, you're used to it, dungeon crawlers.
So this slime and stuff, this, like, judging by the look of it, that slime kind of, would that say feel out of place?
How about we get an
Does the slime
investigation
fit the
check?
aesthetic of the statue is what I'm asking.
Right. Well, I'll get you to make an investigation check to see what you think.
Okay. That is a 22.
It doesn't seem unrelated. It could. I mean, you don't know what the statue is of. You can make a religion check if you want.
Okay, I'm going to say right now that, you know, those spiders were some kind of fae, so he's going to say that this is probably some kind of arch-fae. But yeah, he's going to make a religion check. It's a 15.
15. You would say it was either an arch-fae or a fiend. You're not totally sure. It does have horns, and there are fae that have horns. But it could also... There is a point at which the fae and the fiends can look quite similar. If it is fae, then that would explain all the green shit. But similarly, if it's some kind of god of death and disease, that also would explain the green shit.
Okay. Are there any offerings?
It looks like there was some offerings, and oddly enough, they don't seem to be too old. There is a couple of offering bowls placed next to it. One of them's cracked, but the other two are intact. And the offerings, there's very little left of them. It seems like they've been consumed. The little pieces that are left of those offerings, and the offerings are actually... they seem to be like... Give me a second. Yeah, it would be meat. Dead meat of some description. And there is a piece of it there, fly-blown, that has remained and is covered with maggots.
I see.
Oh, that's not for me. It's a nice forest outside, isn't it?
Party food.
Alkas, do you want to make a Constitution saving throw? I'm just taking cues from your roleplay.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so you throw up a little bit in your mouth.
and then quickly walks out.
All right, so you go all the way back out. Okay, so you emerge to where Vespera is presently.
What did you
And
find?
disappear behind a tree.
Oh,
Just walks off.
okay. Goodbye.
So Alcas comes out, goes behind a tree, and you hear him retching.
I will go to see him. Just to check that he wasn't poisoned.
Jazan follows along.
I'll hold your hair back. You go. Let it all out. It's all right.
All right. So
Caves are
Rokan,
not good places.
Rokan, Alcas, Caleb, what are you doing?
I'm still investigating. I'm looking around this shrine area. I mean, somebody built it, so I'm just looking to see if there's anything else of note.
Can you make another... make a perception check. Caleb, what are you doing? What's Rohan doing?
Rowan have sort of turned his back on the party, so they can't really see what he's doing, and he's scribbling down sort of the location that they're currently at and sort of a rough description.
Okay, cool. Very good. And Rokan, what are you doing? You still
Rokan is reading an arrow for if that thing moves, he's shooting it.
Okay, fair call.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem to move at any point so far, so that's reassuring. But the meat in the bowls, the offering bowls, as I said, covered in maggots, the flies sort of buzzing around in your face now. Some of them are kind of landing on you and getting in your face and in your nose and shit.
Not even Rokan would eat that.
And
It's covered in maggots.
Put a piece of cloth over my mouth, like like a gangster or a
Right, so you're going to cover your face with like a bandana type of deal.
Yeah, that kind of thing.
Okay, that makes sense. Cool. So now you're ready for COVID-19. Excellent.
God.
All right.
COVID-28.
COVID-28.
Yeah.
All right.
So that was a 19 on perception?
19 on perception. Looking around now, you notice that there is writing on the walls. It's very faint.
Okay.
And at first you couldn't see it because the green light seems to be of a spectral kind of color that didn't at first register in your eyes. But after you sort of adjust to it, you start seeing this faded white writing in the stonework. And the walls are actually covered in it.
Okay. What language does it appear to be in?
Right. Well, it appears to be in... Some of it appears to be in Sylvan.
Okay.
Some of it appears to be in Elven.
Okay. I do speak Elvish.
Yeah.
So I will try and decipher what's in Elvish.
All right. So the few things that you can read in Elvish that are still legible and not just covered in shit or fallen away or just, eroded off. Something about a warning, something about the sleeping god at the center of the world, or at the bottom of the world, rather.
Okay. So I turn to the others and I ask them if they mind if I take a few minutes to cast a ritual spell.
No.
What are you casting?
There's a spell that lets me understand languages that I'm not fluent in.
Oh, what languages are these?
Oh, some of it's in Elvish and some of it's in Sylvan.
Oh. Well, no need to cast a spell. I speak both of those.
I do speak Elvish myself, but I wasn't. I find it interesting that you speak Sylvan. Do you have any connection to the Feywild?
Nope.
I mean, aside from being an elf, a half elf, of course.
Simply a language I picked up from my mentor.
Interesting.
There are similarities between Elvish and Sylvan.
I am aware. I have studied somewhat. Very well. If you could have a look and tell me what it says in Sylvan.
Sure thing. And I'll read aloud sort of
All right.
what it says.
It says something to the effect. It seems to be very similar to what it says in Elven. In fact, you read Elven, obviously, right? So,
Yep.
it's kind of like the Rosetta Stone. It's a repeat of the same information in different languages, and there is a warning, basically about the sleeping god at the bottom of the world that has been shut off. May he never return. The great hunter. If he is to awaken, the world is doomed. All of this kind of stuff. Very, very prophetic. And you find a date. The date is in the Draconic calendar, which is still extant, oddly enough. And it dates about 20,000 years.
So yeah, that seems to be exactly the same thing you said, other than the fact that it says it's a great hunter.
Great hunter, great hunter. I wonder if it has anything to do with the wild hunt?
You've lost me.
You speak Sylvan, but you don't know about the wild hunt.
Wasn't an area of my studies.
I should think that if you'd studied Sylvan, you'd at least know a bit about the Fae.
You don't need to know about the culture to know the language.
Right, it just strikes me as odd that you'd know of one but not the other.
Hey, you two. Well, I enjoy the admiration club that you have. Let's roll on to helping each other find out what the hell we're gonna do with that.
I believe we should leave it well enough alone.
How do we make... Well, we gotta hide it again.
Right, that's the trick. I do not believe that this is something... I have to wonder if this is almost like sealing something in there. Or either that or a warning. Either way.
Well, it's clearly magical. It's glowing.
Right. I don't personally want to touch it.
Was that an invitation for someone else to touch it?
I'm not sure what you'd gain by touching it, to be honest.
Me think. Bad idea to touch it.
Well, I'm not touching it. I'll say that clearly.
But then
Policy.
you gotta think. Who bring down offerings?
Alright, now, it's clearly... I can't imagine those spiders build webs that quickly. Somebody's clearly coming down here to do it. Now that is what I'd like to know. And I
Me
have to
too.
wonder if the offerings somehow seal that creature in.
Tell you what, Pharrell, you can make an Arcana check.
Okay. Wait a sec. That's a 13.
All right. Well, I mean, obviously their offerings. It seems to be some sort of appeasement. Yeah. And I'll add that you find that there are on the floor broken pieces of crockery.
Okay.
From older and possibly even a different culture to the offering bowls that are here.
I'm going to just I'm just like, I don't know what the hell this thing is, but if I feel like it's trying to appease something, I'm like, can't hurt. So I just take some pieces of jerky out of my bag and place them in whatever the cleanest looking offering bowl that's still standing is.
Okay.
You had the jerky and you're giving it to him? He don't need the jerky. him dead?
No, Rohan, I don't think he's dead. That's a statue, and whatever that statue is of, I don't see the harm in it being at least not on his bad side.
Okay. Alright. If you say so, Pharrell. Good jerky.
I'll set up a cook fire once we get out of here and cook something more substantial if that'll appease you.
Oh, yeah, that beats me. Alright.
You've been here for a little while. I'll let you make another investigation check. You know, you've been looking around the room while you've been having this conversation, doing these things.
10. I think I'm a little distracted.
Yeah. Oh! Whoa! Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Hagalaz
Hello.
just arrived. So Hagalaz
Arrived to collect the XP.
he comes striding up towards Vespera and such outside.
I'm holding Alcus's hair back while he vomits.
Ooh.
So that's what I'm doing.
Right, so so Alcas, as you're vomiting, you see a large figure stalking up in your direction from the ruins. Hagalaz, it's taken you some time to find these guys, but you finally found them.
Yes, it has. I rock up. I see the red-headed girl that I met earlier holding some strange little creature's hair back, and I go, "Hello."
Hello?
So Hagalaz,
Where have you been?
if you're watching, is a Goliath barbarian from
With
the
an
northern
intelligence of
sky
8 and a
reaches.
charisma of something else. I don't know because I'm bringing it up now.
Excellent. And Jordan, meet Caleb. Jordan, Caleb.
Hello.
We have our
Hello.
our other
Gonna play in
player.
character.
Excellent.
This is Alcus. Alcus? Hey. Hey,
Ugh.
Alcus. This here is Hagalaz.
Hello.
Hi, big guy. How's it going?
Why
Better
are
than
you
you.
sick, Alcus?
That was not a nice cave. There was rotting things and just not a nice cave.
No. I give you a pat on the back again.
So, big fella is a friend?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, good. I'm not in the mood for fighting right now.
Well, you don't have to. Well, you might have to. But not right now. Not with Hagalaz. Right. Would you like a good berry? I offer him a good berry.
2, please.
2. Okay, here you are. That's the last 2 I have.
Oh,
As she's giving him
thank
the
you very
good-
much.
As she's giving the good berry, I go. Where are the others? Where are the others for Sparrow?
They're in that cave.
I start
not-
making my way towards the cave.
Oh dear.
All right. So you have to duck to get in there.
Yep, no, that's fine.
All right. And you head in and you see, of course, all the spider webs that you've seen all the way down here so far. Everybody else has, at least. You've heard about them because you've been watching the stream.
Yes.
And as you go further in, you begin to see this sort of green eldritch light, very pale and soft, flickering. And as you round the corner, you stumble into this chamber where there is Rohan and a strange half-elf you've not met before, and of course Feralt, who you have met before.
Excellent. Russell, I sent you a message in the chat, in the Zoom chat.
On the Zoom chat. Okay, let me
On the Zoom chat.
have a quick look in the Zoom chat. See if I
Are we
can
playing
find-
Sirenscape?
Not at this
Oh.
point.
Sirenscape.
Sirenscape.
Brought to you from Sirenscape.com.
Now, where's
Where-
the link to Sirenscape? I haven't got it up.
Oh.
But I should.
I also did a thing in the Discord, which I'll talk about later when we're not on stream.
Yep, no, fair enough. Sean, did you drop a link for Sirenscape?
It's in the Zoom chat.
In the Zoom chat. Oh, you must inform me.
Just
or I will not
resent it
remember.
as well.
Okay, thank you. Yep, got it. Okay, cool. So we'll have music. Yippee-ki-yay. Here we go. Bringing
Exciting
it on.
times.
All right, great. Music happening.
Work.
Tell me if it's too loud, ladies and gentlemen, and I'll adjust it for you. Cool. Please continue. So Hagalaz comes stumbling in.
Stumbling in, and if you read my message.
Oh, yeah. No, I need to read your message.
Are you here to cause chaos?
No, I'm not here to cause chaos. What are
It
you on
says
about?
causing chaos.
Causing chaos, exactly.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Read it. Okay, so he comes stumbling in, and as he does, you know what, Hagalaz, you can make a dexterity saving throw.
Cool. Dexterity saving throw. If it decides to roll for me. An 11?
An 11. Okay, well, you stumble and fall. In the, yeah.
Is this something he can see?
Is it something he can see?
It is something I
yeah.
can see, but it's... I think it would be still a bit too dark where I'm just stumbling in from. So it wouldn't be something I could see.
Do you have dark vision as a Goliath?
No, I don't.
You don't, okay. Yeah, so unfortunately you stumble and you fall and you reach out to stay yourself, and you put your hand against the altar, knocking the statue. It is fairly solid and it doesn't actually tip over, but it rocks for a moment, and the part at the top that seems to be broken, where you can see it's been repaired at some point, it's been restored, just kind of wobbles for a moment.
Okay. I'm on the ground at the moment, getting up.
Okay. Nothing happens.
Who the hell are you?
I look down and I go, "Who the hell are you?"
I look up and go, Hagalaz, Rohan, Hagalaz.
Hello.
And then I go and look at the statue, because you said part of it, the broken part of it moved?
Yeah, very slightly. It rocked.
Okay.
Where the crack was through the midriff of the body of the this beast that's
Okay.
on the
I want
altar.
to investigate the crack.
Okay. All right, you can make an investigation check, please.
Also, Russ, I can run Rohan.
You can run Rohan for me. Excellent.
Yeah.
Love your work.
That's a 13.
13. Well, it seems to have... Your guess is it must have been smashed at some point. Somebody's done something to it, or they've tipped it over, and it's possibly fallen and snapped into two pieces. And somebody's basically taken in the torso and placed it back there. They might have used something to kind of glue it on there. You don't know what exactly, but it's solid enough that it didn't fall off when Hagalaz almost tipped it over.
And Rohan, take the head off.
You want to try and take the head off?
Yeah, I'm just gonna reach up and yoink it.
How strong are you?
Not very.
Okay, I suspect that you can't.
Where
lift
did you
it.
put all your points?
Into wisdom and dexterity.
Okay, fair.
And apparently charisma.
I'm sorry, you have a high wisdom and you're doing this?
Yep.
Okay.
There's only so much wisdom in the world.
Right. Fair enough. Okay. Rohan, what are you doing at this point?
Love that.
I'm looking at this idiot, trying to...
Trying to understand what the fuck they're thinking.
What are you doing?
I think it's a compartment.
You think it's a compartment?
Yes, I think they've hidden something inside the statue's body.
What if it's the compartment that wakes it up?
Well, then we know what it is.
Do
Also,
you want to
Russ-
fight a god?
Mm.
Is that what you're saying?
Well,
I know
not
you've
particularly.
already
I
done
could
it.
run away.
From a god? A god that's possibly connected to the Wild Hunt.
There's a dragon somewhere. I'm sure they're bigger fish to fry and all that.
Right, and lucky us getting caught in the crossfire. So Russ, how big? What do you reckon the size of the crack is?
The size,
Like
of
rough dimensions.
Oh, I mean, if you're thinking about like prestidigitation or something,
I'm thinking
mending or
about
something,
like mending.
you could mend it.
Okay. I'm going to just so mending takes a minute, so I'm just going to put my hands on it,
Start
gritting my teeth, and just
fusing
start
it.
trying to mend the crack.
All right, so you're fusing the statue back together with the mending cantrip, yeah?
Yep, cantrip.
Okay, so there's like sparks flying off it when you're doing that. Eldritch green sparks start.
I'm like, I have no idea if this is a good idea or not. If it's like helping to seal this thing or making it come out. But I'm just like, it's kind of like his thing. He's just like, it's annoying him that it's broken.
Right, so OCD. Okay, cool.
Berelt,
Yes?
what if sealing it makes it come life too?
I don't think that's how sealing works, Rohan.
Let's hope
But
you're right. I believe in you. Let's go.
All right.
But
I almost wish
still,
I
I
had
got
to-
the arrow ready.
You fix it,
I always-
you seal it, yeah?
I almost wish I had that augury spell so I could like just see if this is a good idea or not. But no, this is what my character would do. He would fix things.
Okay. You fix it. It's fixed. The seal, it closes up. The crack seals up, rather.
Okay. And does anything noticeably change when that happens?
The sparking kind of stops, and it just goes on glowing. It glows a little bit stronger.
Okay. And I just say another prayer to that god I forget his name of that I prayed to a few sessions back. Gond, reminding myself that I need to come up with an offering for him. And I just say I hope that helps us.
All right. Meanwhile, back outside, Alkas, Drazan, and Vespera, can you make perception checks, please?
Sure. 17 for Vespera.
22.
22.
And Drazan?
7.
7. Drazan obviously is... Drazan's like, have I met that Goliath before?
Yes, of course you have.
Yes, that's right. He was with us when we came up here. Yes, I recall now. It's been a tough few days. I see. In any case, while he's saying these things to you and you're answering, Alkas and Vespera, you see a shadow in the air flying around above you, around the top of the mountain. It looks kind of draconic. Huge flapping wings.
Maybe we should go inside. I just
Yes.
tap on Drazan. We don't know if that's good or bad.
Maybe we should collect the others and make our way away from this mountain as well. That's the second time we've seen this thing.
Alkas, you think you can see its scales reflecting in the light of the sun. But the sun is kind of reddy orangey at this time of day here in the morning light. So it's hard to tell what color it is, but it could be metallic. It does seem very shiny, but it also could be red, you're not sure.
Yes. Either way, second time we've seen this thing, I don't really want to have a introduction, so to speak. So, yeah, leaving this area.
All right, where do you go? What do you do? At the moment, you're under a tree.
Yeah, I think we're going to duck back into the cave.
Yeah.
All right. Do you want to stealth back into the cave, or are you just going to run straight in?
Oh.
I
It's
mean,
very hard to be stealthy when you're like.
yeah,
this-
I think we'll definitely wait for it to the shadow to be
Out of sight.
going away for a bit before we
Yeah.
duck back in. But
All right.
yeah,
Fair enough. Okay, so you duck back into the cave. Very good.
Yes.
Okay, so meanwhile in the cave, you guys.
Oh, just quickly as well, I'm gonna call out down the corridor.
Mhm.
Everyone, there seems to be that dragon back.
So that comes echoing down to the chamber that you guys are all in.
Hope you're still alive down there.
Down there, down there, down there. Dragon, down there,
you
down
Echo.
there. Echo,
you
echo.
you just hear Hagalaz go, yes, we're all alive, and does a little bit of a roar. No, he just roars actually.
And
Okay.
then and then Ferlt just messages you, "We're fine down here. We'll be coming back in a moment."
Okay. Good. And we will wait.
So what are you guys going to do in the chamber? Anything else?
I'm basically like, I'm just like, I've done what my OCD is telling me to do, and now there's a dragon outside. I kind of want to go see what the dragon wants.
Okay.
Hagalaz is gonna follow him.
All right. So you
Where we
start
go, Frelt?
heading back outside.
I thought they said something about a dragon. I want to go and have a look.
Okay, let's go.
All right. So you two start wandering back. Caleb, are you going to follow them? Is Rohan following, or?
Rowan will in just a sec, but just before he does, he's just going to reach up and sort of tap on the statue to see if it's hollow. Just see if it sounds hollow on the inside.
I'll let you make another investigation check.
Not amazing at that. Keeps going behind. Just it's a 4.
Can't tell. You got no idea. It's too big, too heavy. If it is hollow, it's too thick. Feels
yeah.
solid, but who knows?
So tempted to break it, but I'm trying to make new friends. I'll just sort of make a mental note on where this thing is, and then proceed to. I'm actually going to hide because I don't want anything to do with this dragon.
Okay. Are you going to hide in the chamber, or are you going to hide in the corridor or in the cave?
I'll just hide sort of just so I can see out into the open area, out back into the world, but just sort of around the corner.
Okay, so you're sort of all right. So you're like 20 feet down the corridor from the opening that goes into the campsite under the slab, and you can see out under the slab, and you can see these guys out there. And you guys, they sort of run inside at that point from the outside. So you're all back together again in the cave, in the campsite. Okay, very good.
What did you find down there?
Something. There's something about a sleeping god at the bottom of the world and hoping he doesn't wake up. There was also a damaged statue. I would recommend against messing with it.
Oh,
Seems like Fey bullshit.
I'm well ahead of you. I have no intention of touching that. So what's the plan now? Should we block this up somehow?
That seem to be offering bowls. I don't believe we should block access to it. This
Okay.
is pretty remote. I can't imagine anybody stumbling in here that didn't know about it. And if those offerings are helping keep whatever it is slumbering, I wouldn't want to risk it waking up.
All right then. Let's not do that then. Let's not wake up this whomever you're talking about.
Hey,
What do we do now? Oh, what about the Archmage?
Archmage?
Well, is that you're the mage, the mage, not Archmage.
You mean the War Mage?
War Mage? That's the one.
Alright, do you really believe if there's a dragon flying around outside, this is the best time to address it?
Yes.
Okay. Well, Ferlt is just like, sure, why the fuck not? And takes out the scroll case from his bag and just cracks it open.
Okay.
Starts reading the scroll.
Okay. And this is the scroll from... Okay, right.
How long have you
Skargar
had
and
this
the
scroll?
like in game, I got it yesterday. But it's been like I forget how many sessions.
Right, it's
No,
been
that's
like
fine.
3 or 4 sessions since then. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. Okay. Well, it addresses you as you addressed them. I mean, you gave a name, did you not, or no?
I don't think I actually gave a name.
Remind me, what did you say to him in the first place?
Basically, I don't know if we ever actually specified what we said to him. Basically, we just said that, I think we told him that we'd been referred to him and that we understood he was opposed to the Barachiel and just kind of like feeling out the situation.
All right.
And,
the message, yeah.
And Feralt gave him a wizard book.
Yeah, one of the spell books from the Hegemon Wizards.
Right. And
Yeah.
didn't you give them a broken mask or something as well?
We gave him a broken mask and the Hegemon spellbook.
Right. Then the reply simply says, "Meet me upon the morrow at 7 bells at the bell tower in the southern district near the wall by House Kaeleh."
Okay, now would that be 7 bells in the morning or in the evening?
In the evening.
Okay.
Okay.
I believe we have an appointment.
Oh, good.
However, I should warn you, it could very well be a trap. I think the rest of you should keep your distance, or better yet, stay somewhere else in the city. It could very well be a trap from the Barachiel to lure us out. I don't think we can be too careful here.
All right then.
If you have any small modicum of trust towards me, I can stay by you unseen, and just, if need be, I can attempt to rescue you.
I have my own means of making my escape, but I appreciate the offer, and you're welcome to come with me. It seems you do have some useful talents on you.
I live to serve.
Do you now?
That seems like a sad life.
Only when it's meaningless.
Now I'm just thinking about, so looking out the opening, does the dragon still seem to be circling around? Can I see its shadow or anything?
You can make a perception check.
18?
You do not see any dragons. However, you do see the glint of metal off a figure walking down a narrow path from the mountains.
Okay, I am going to go out and... Because remember, when we had Altanist, I messaged him and I realized that the name he said for his mentor was of a silver dragon.
Right.
I recognize that name. So I'm going to go out. I suspect that, I'm kind of like putting 2 and 2 together, so I'm going to go out there and start walking towards this figure.
Okay.
I'll go with you as well.
Hagalaz is also going with you.
Okay.
All right.
Alcas is not.
Yeah, I'm with Alcas. I'm staying.
There was a dragon flying around, and that is far outside his pay grade.
So it's just like you're like the half elf squad?
Yeah, we've got a little club
They're
going
full
on.
elf. They're full elf.
Yeah,
No, they're half elves.
Yeah,
2 half elves
between
make a full.
Right, between them, they're 1 elf.
Yeah.
Alcas,
One elf,
one
one brain
elf,
cell.
finally be of equals.
All right.
1 elf, 1 brain cell. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Hey, Vancouver by night. Welcome
Hello.
back. Yay!
Welcome.
Nice to have you back with us.
I mean, I say that while you guys are walking out there while there's a dragon around, though, so...
Yeah, I'm just like... Perlt is pretty sure it's a silver dragon, and as long as we don't actively piss him or them off, we should be okay. I'm not sure how well dragon morality translates to mortal morality.
Well, seeing as I don't use alignments, you shouldn't make any assumptions.
But you're also assuming that this is the same one.
Yeah, but I mean, what are the odds of two unrelated dragons showing up?
Well,
With us, very high.
I was gonna say, dragons having their own relationship between each other probably kind of high. If you find one, you'd probably find another.
Yeah, but this is Feralt, and he's just like, I maybe have the chance to meet a dragon.
Good way to die.
At least I'll die meeting a dragon.
Amazing.
I mean, if you're gonna go out in a spectacular way, so.
What's Rohan doing? Is he going to join us or is he going to stay back?
I think Rokan's cooking breakfast.
Me? Cook breakfast? How I cook breakfast? No place to cook breakfast here. No breakfast to cook breakfast here.
There was actually a fire pit.
I was gonna say as well, there's some spiders here. I don't know whether you eat spider.
Well,
but...
if me gonna die, sooner be with dragon than without dragon.
Alright, so Feralt, and who is wandering towards this figure?
This and Hagalaz.
And
Is Drazan
Rohan.
coming? Or and Rohan too? Yeah.
Drazan will follow wherever the main group goes, whoever's
Okay.
the majority.
Right. Well, we're leaving the elf behind.
Yeah.
The elf, okay, so...
Alkes
Rohan
at this
elf.
point as well is actively trying to hide.
Okay. You're going to make a stealth check. Now, just a quick question to our lovely audience. Can you hear music right now? Can anyone hear music?
It's just wind at this
It's
point,
just wind at this point. Okay.
but it is about to change to pleasant forest sound.
Pleasant forest sounds. Okay.
Just chuck like
That's not very tense.
Alkes is so concerned that this dragon's going to be like a big bad evil guy. You might as well just chuck on boss music. Run it like Alkes was.
Alright, so Feralt, you're leading the way, right?
Yes.
Alright, so you're heading up towards this figure, and as the figure comes down the hill, you see that it is indeed a woman. And as you approach, you can see that she is wearing elven attire, and she has long hair. It seems to
Does
be-
this look like the figure Altanis showed us in his memories?
Can you make an investigation check, please? Unless you have some sort of eidetic memory.
No, I don't have a feat for that. 18?
18. Could be, but it's this. You don't think it's her. It doesn't seem to be her.
Okay.
This one is wearing. She's wearing kind of more high elven clothes, but there is something strange about them.
Okay.
You can make a history check. Anybody that's with Feralt can make a history check. Difficulty's quite high though.
14.
Probably not high
9.
enough. No,
18.
Hagalaz. 18, Vespera.
Yeah, how does this spirit know?
Vespera, what you do notice is that Rokan's making a check too. Cool. 17. 17.
Wow.
Okay, well, Rokan, I'm going to start with you because you're the most unusual person to have made this check and sort of got anywhere near succeeding at it. And so, Rokan, you being an orc have been exposed to images of elves. And you are aware that many of the images of elves that have been painted on the skins and the tents and the so on and so forth belonging to your tribe are from a long time ago. And this lady is wearing an outfit that looks quite outdated by your modern standards of what elves tend to wear nowadays. The fashion has changed, as it has always done for thousands of years. There's various phases that they go through, and she's wearing a more outdated kind of fashion, elven fashion. That includes a sort of long gown, and it's trailing behind her. She has some sort of headpiece that's sparkling in the light. Some jewelry and bracelets and so on as she comes down the hill. What are you laughing at, Alcas? He's having a giggle to himself.
Don't worry, sorry, I just thought of something.
Oh dear. Okay.
Oh dear. Thoughts are bad.
Thoughts are bad. The thought police are coming. All right.
Wee woo, wee woo.
Very well. And as she approaches, she looks up to you. She says, "Greetings, stranger."
What do I get from that?
You get the same things that I told Barry.
Okay,
except
okay.
that it would be obviously from a different source, from your own culture.
I see. Okay, cool.
As she's walking up, Hagalaz sees that she's an elf, and she goes, and Hagalaz goes, "Hello" in Elvish.
She looks up at you. You are very far afield.
I am, yes. I travel far.
She seems quite stern. She walks down the last few broken stone steps.
Is it alright
she stops.
to make insight checks?
You want to make an insight check on her now?
I'm just going to keep an eye on her, demeanor. Is she friendly? Stuff like that.
She seems quite difficult to read at this point. She's quite aloof.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm going to say that Ferlt would bow and give his best formal greeting in Elven.
All right. Can you make a persuasion check?
Okay, I'm not trying to persuade her or anything. I'm just trying to be polite, but
I just
sure.
want to see a charisma-based check. That's
7.
Oh dear. Okay.
He's not charismatic.
He's not charismatic.
Like, he's being sincere, but he's not charismatic.
Right. Fair enough. Okay. She almost cracks a smile at that, and she returns the gesture with an old traditional elven curtsy. And you're a human, right?
Yes.
Right.
But remember, part of my backstory is I have passed through Hematirath.
Yeah. I'm just curious to that you are a human. She doesn't know that you're, because she doesn't know your backstory.
Yeah, but she does know that now that I speak Elven.
She does. She says, "Curious, mortal, you have studied among our people."
Yes, my lady. I was taught by an alchemist from Hematirath before coming to this city.
Interesting. Very interesting. The city, I suppose you mean Dagdagia?
That's right, my lady.
And what brought you here?
I was training under my master after my study of alchemy.
And what brought you here?
To this place.
Yes.
We encountered someone who has passed along a message that we should investigate the aquifer. The Barachiel were trying something.
You passed a message, I see.
Does the name Altanis sound familiar to you?
I hear many names on my travels. It is a common name.
I see. Well, the person who has passed along the message was a halfling by the name of Altanis, if you've made his acquaintance.
I see. And, you have been sleeping up here?
We came up here last night. It was late and we were exhausted. We had no other choices.
And you have had dealings with the Barachiel envoy?
We have had encounters with the Barachiel envoy. I would not deal with them.
And with that, she actually does smile very slightly. Do you have a name, sir?
My name is Ferlt, my lady.
Ferlt. An interesting name. You are not from here.
No, my lady.
I see. And your companions? And she looks at Vespera, Hagalaz, Drazan. Drazan, my lady. And he goes down on one knee, bows before her. And she curtsies to him as well.
Hello, my name is Vespera. I do not bow. Out of game. I do not bow. I just nod. I don't know why they're bowing, but sure.
Very well.
I'm not used to that.
Fair enough.
Hmm.
Hagalaz, do you do anything?
Hagalaz all of a sudden is quite shy. So he attempts to bow again. He attempts to bow.
Okay. I'll get you to make a performance check too.
Oh, here comes this -1.
No, come on. Natural 20.
It's
Eighteen.
worse
Let's
than
go.
me.
What's it gonna be? Drum roll.
I got an 18.
An 18. Wow.
Oh wow.
So good.
She smiles at you. And she looks back at the rest of you. And you are all friends and companions then.
Yes, my lady.
I see. So
Sorry. As this is happening, Alkas is gonna slowly come out of the cave and and stand under a thick tree, because something's going on out here, but he's still wary that this could be a dragon flying around. So
right, you can make a perception check.
Uh,
Rohan, are you with them?
Yes, Rohan is with us.
Rohan is with you.
Yes, but he's being very quiet.
Right, I almost forgot you were there. You were so quiet.
Yeah, he's being very quiet because he's clever enough to know somebody of standing when he sees them.
All right, so Alkas 20, natural, not a natural 20, a dirty 20. You can see this exchange going on. You can't hear anything, but you can see them bowing and scraping in front of this elf. And you notice that she seems to be being polite too. She's clearly, curtsying. You're a half elf. You can make a history check as well.
noting that Alkas doesn't really have a lot of history of his elven side. That is a nat 1. You don't know shit.
That's
Well,
amazing.
He thinks he does. Whatever it is he thinks he knows is not the truth. So
That bowing and curtsying, this must be like elven royalty.
either that or she's like, compelling them or something, maybe charmed them all.
It's the spirit of the forest. The elven spirit of the forest is here.
Right. Okay.
So, what brings you here?
Well,
Since you've asked us.
I have been tasked with a certain guardianship of this place.
Oh, are you the keeper of that altar that they were talking about? The statue in the cave?
She looks at the rest of you. What do you know about that entrance?
The Barachiel were doing something. We were in the process of cleaning up what they'd done when the entrance appeared, so we thought they might have been looking for something down there, so we decided to investigate.
I see. Well, it is my suggestion that you return to the city. You do not return to this place. I would stay away from that entranceway, and I would keep it very much to myself.
My lady, I should be happy if no one else ever sets foot there. Whatever that is struck me as being incredibly dangerous.
I should agree. I should agree, yes. That seems to me to be the best course of action for adventurers such as yourselves.
Now, just while we have her here, and I just say, my lady, if you are familiar with the area, if you could perhaps recommend to us the best way back to the city from here. The way we came is no longer passable.
Of course. If you go yonder, beyond those stones, you will find a path that leads back to the main road, and that will take you down beyond the aquifer to the city.
I thank you, my lady.
Before we separate, what is your name?
My name is Kaeleh Arreasus.
Oh, that's so pretty.
Are you trying to schmooze her? Do you want to make a
No,
performance
no,
check?
I actually think it's a lovely name. It reminds Vespera of a flower. So yeah. Um, anyway, thank you. We need to go find a couple of others, and then we'll be on our way.
Will you be here long?
I don't believe so. We've got things to do.
Very
Red
well.
wizards to get rid of.
Tell me, what is your concern with the Red Wizards?
Well, they killed many members of my branch, my druidic branch.
I see.
And I saw their bodies. They used them to summon demons. I have a lot of hurt feelings against them. And I wish them all a significant decline.
So you seek justice?
Yes. I want to stop them. Maybe not justice. Maybe just to prevent them from doing any more damage.
So
And the best way I can think of is by getting rid of the problem.
So purge them then?
Maybe. What's your recommendation?
I can only say that my sire has warned me against them.
Your sire. Interesting.
Okay. Yeah.
Rohan can go.
Rohan, yeah. Rohan, you're going to say something?
So, you have been warned against them as well?
I have not met them myself. You want to make an insight check, Vespera?
Oh, hell yeah. Insight.
Can Hagalaz also make an insight check?
He can
22. 22.
22, yeah.
Let's
I'm
go.
just waiting for Hagalaz to make his insight check here.
11.
11, yeah. Hagalaz, yeah, everything she says is exactly true.
Oh, yeah.
Vespera...
Hagalaz is just nodding.
You get the impression, Vespera, that she's hiding something, that she's... she knows more about the Red Wizards than perhaps she's telling you, or she has feelings about them that she's not expressing. She seems to be... You get the impression, Vespera, that she doesn't trust you, and she doesn't know who you are, and she's concerned about what you're doing here.
Hey, Ferald, do you have one of those, the Red Wizard, masks?
Certainly, and I open my bag and...
Pull out a dead body?
What? No, I do not pull out a dead body. I pull out a bagged up, broken mask.
Okay, so it's in a bag.
Well, because it's one that I hadn't gotten around to fucking around with.
Okay, cool.
And just keeping all the pieces together. Feralt is OCD like that.
So
I like that so much.
You name it, and woof, it appears out of the bag. That gets her attention when you do that. She looks at you, and just for a moment there's a flicker of interest and almost concern. And you take the bag out. It's now in your hand.
My lady, this is one of the masks we've recovered from their... I believe they call them Hedgemon wizards.
I can tell that there's something that you're keeping from us. That maybe you know more than you say that you do about the Red Wizards. And I don't want to pry, but if you're against them like we are, then we are allies. And I know you might not trust us, but maybe in time you will.
Perhaps. Perhaps. Well...
Tell me... Oh, you finish.
She looks at each of you again. She looks at you, Rohan. She says, "You are a strange individual to be amongst this group. But I hold
I
no
am
prejudice against
Rohan.
I hold no prejudice against your kind, unlike many of my fellows from Hemeth Tirith and the rest of Tularathion. So welcome. But I do warn you, this place is blighted and you should not return."
Wait, blighted?
Cursed. These lands.
It is, it is within a wildfire druid's nature to, when they find blighted land, to cleanse it. If this is blighted...
Not blighted in a way that I think you can help with. Not yet. Perhaps in the future.
Yes, if you need help with that.
I should appreciate that.
Alkas is gonna come walking over at this point with Moonblade and shield out, still looking at the sky.
All right.
He's
looking around.
If you guys have finished your conversation, or could you hurry it up? There's still that overgrown lizard somewhere.
And Feralt just stares at Alkas like, "Are you fucking insane?"
There has been nothing to imply that this is the same
yeah, I know you don't know that, but I'm talking about what my character would do.
And he's talking about what his character would do.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I just think we need to get out of here before that thing comes back. We might have a chance now. It seems to have disappeared.
Vesperia, you can make another insight check.
Hagalaz is also going to make another insight check as well.
Okay.
Also, hi, nice to meet you. But we really have to get going.
Who are you, young man?
That doesn't matter. We aren't going to be here for long.
I feel that perhaps it does matter. You carry a moonblade of my people.
Oh, no, it's just an old thing. Family heirloom, you know.
She walks towards you now. An heirloom. Given to a half-elf. Curious. Well. She looks in your eyes for a moment. Can you make a wisdom saving throw?
Is this a charm of some kind?
Nope.
It's a 19.
19, very well.
Let's go.
For a moment, you feel like your mind is being rifled through. Briefly, like something's trying to penetrate your thoughts.
Ooh,
you feel...
Actually...
Yeah?
I am attuned to a ring of mind shielding.
You are! Oh my god!
Okay.
So it probably gets blocked with that.
Yeah, it does. You're immune.
That's fair. Alright, Vesperia, can you make another insight check? Or did you just do that?
I did.
Can I make an insight check? I'm assuming even though I'm immune to it, I feel like there's something.
You can make an insight check, yeah.
17.
Can I help you?
Bro? Bro, back up.
That's what you say? Can I help you?
Yeah, with a 21 insight.
Alright.
You know, it's rude to try go through people's personal thoughts.
She looks away, slightly embarrassed, actually, at that point. Please forgive me. I did not realize you carry the filthy magic of the Barachiel envoy on your person.
It may be filthy, but it comes in handy. As you've just seen.
She looks at the Moonblade and she looks back at you again. She says, "You must forgive me. My intrusion was in the service of our people. This Moonblade I know is from the Moonbrook tribe."
Just one moment. The ring that he has is actually an elven ring.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was in like an elven box.
She doesn't know that.
Oh, okay, fair.
She says, How am I to know for sure that you did not steal it? It is unusual, you must agree.
I mean, it is my sword. It is none of your business. Anyway, giant lizard flying around. Probably
Yes.
not the safest to be in the area at this time.
Do you think it's a dragon?
That is what it seemed to be.
Then you might
I
be
don't know.
right. Perhaps it is best you flee quickly.
Flee. I don't think it's smart to be around here for too long.
Well, good luck. Light, love, liberty, and life.
Okay, very much. Well, have a good day. And Elgas is just going to, under one arm, tuck the Moonblade in and reach out to, like, shake her hand.
She stops for a moment, and then after a moment she thinks, and then she takes your hand and shakes it.
Just going to shake her hand and then kind of walk off and just casual.
Fair tidings, half-elf.
And to you, look out for that lizard.
I shall. And Alcas walks off.
And he indicates to the rest of the group that he is going to just make his way off back to town,
All
or
right.
towards town. He's going to walk slowly until they all catch up, but
Okay.
Really hope we go back and get that Rohan. Are we taking him with us?
I believe he seems to be useful, and he did indicate that he would be joining us this evening. So basically, I bid the apparently elven lady a good day, and then quietly I send her the message cantrip, and I tell her that if she or her sire wishes to find us, we are in the process of establishing a base at the old fort of Turagail.
She responds to you, and in her response she says, I shall pass this information to my sire. However, in the meantime, if you, having been within that shrine, have any strange dreams, return to me. I should like to know more about them.
Okay. So I just look her in the eye and just nod at her.
She nods back.
Okay. And then I bow again and take my leave.
Very well. She continues to stand in the exact location where she is. She doesn't move, and she watches you leave. Rohan, what are you doing?
Rohan is the last to leave.
Okay, Hagalaz.
I bow, and then I stand back up and say in Elvish, "Bye-bye, pretty lady."
Goodbye, my new Goliath acquaintance. You have come a long way to here. You have the mark of destiny upon your soul.
Thank you, pretty lady, and I turn around and leave.
She nods and watches you leave. All right.
The spirit's going to go get Rohan.
All right, you run back down. You head back down. You find Rohan.
Rohan
Sorry, I'm
is
calling
just
you
gonna
Rohan.
make a quick little double check. Just 100% sure this thing's not hollow. I want to hit it with a hammer and crack it open like an Easter egg.
Are you going to do that?
No one's there to stop him.
Did the temptation finally overcome?
The temptation is immense.
The temptation.
I was going to say,
You can make
like,
a-
we all went outside, so he could have snuck back easily.
There's no one there to stop you. Do it.
No one said, okay, I've got to do it. I'm going to grab
Don't
a
listen to
python, grab a hammer,
Jojo.
and
Oh no, this can only end badly.
All right, so you go back inside, huh?
I've got to see what's in this thing.
All right.
I'm here to find things out. This is me finding something out.
All right. So you go back inside, you make your way down the passageway to the eerie glow, and you enter the chamber with the shrine. You approach the shrine with a hammer, is it?
In my tools, I have a hammer and a baton, so I'm just...
So you're going to try and crack it open. Okay.
Yeah. Yep, I'm going to hit it like a geode.
All right, so a couple of hits, and it begins to crack. Green light begins to pour out from inside the crack, and you are now awash in that green light. Then pieces of it begin to fall away if you continue.
No one's here to stop me, so I'm...
Right, so you're going to crack it right open. Okay.
What I'm here to do, I'm here to find things out. Let's see what this Kinderegg's got.
As the statue crumbles before you, as you smash it open, pieces of it fall away and reveal this green crystal in the center. It's kind of almost like an orb, but it has facets. And it seems to have something swirling inside it. And for a moment, it feels like it's watching you.
I'm gonna grab it. I'm gonna reach out and take it with a gloved hand. I'll point out, but you know.
All right, gloved hand. You take the crystal.
Suddenly, I'm really glad I'm going to hospital.
Oh god.
I feel like well done. You've just like come across uranium.
Oh yeah. Do I just have radiation poisoning now?
Yeah. Your hand falls off.
You'll die slowly over the next 3 months. It's okay. It'll be
Fine.
slow
I'm
and
sure elves
painful.
have radiation resistance. It's in there
Radiation
somewhere.
resistance. Nice. Okay. Cool story, bro. All right. So you take the crystal, and then what?
I will.
Where do you put it?
Assuming he's got like a pouch, like inside his like clothes, he's just gonna slide it in there close to his heart. So, in theory, no one would check his pockets for it.
Close to your heart. I like that. Cool.
Yeah, just keeping it away from everything important.
Yeah, nothing useful. I could just like put it in my headband, I suppose, but no.
What could possibly go wrong? All right.
I'll then hit myself with a pass without trace, and then just vanish and chase after the party.
Chase after the party. All right. Well, you eventually catch up to them. You can re-enter any scene that they're in as you continue.
Vespera is just going down into the
yeah, I went into the cave looking for you.
I'll just, as she's like entering the cave, I'll come up behind her and just, I'm here.
Oh, and I go around to punch whoever entered that.
Ow.
Sorry. Sorry. Don't startle me like that. It's not good. Not a good time. Are you all right?
Yes, I was waiting for everyone. I didn't want to. I wasn't about to go and meet a dragon.
We didn't meet a dragon. We met an elven woman.
An elven woman?
Yes.
Where from?
I don't know. From over there?
Is elven woman still standing there?
At this point, she doesn't seem to be there. No.
She was there. But anyway, we're going to go now. So, pick up whatever you put down and let's get going.
Well, I'll follow you. Where are we going?
We're going back down the hill.
Lead the way, I suppose.
I wander off.
Surprised how well that went.
All right. So
Yep.
you head off back down to Dagdagyal.
Yes, we do.
All right. Well, you march for a few hours until eventually you get to one of the side entrances, which Drazan manages to sweet talk the guards into allowing you through, allowing you back into the city. He says, "Now I should probably go and do a few things for now. And I was considering something I wanted to propose to you all before we go too much further. I feel it would be prudent for us to leave someone at Turagail to guard the place. And
I
thought
agree.
Perhaps myself and maybe one or two others.
I believe that is the smart decision.
Yes. So perhaps upon the morrow, myself and whomever wishes to come with me to Turagail should return. Now, out of game, this is essentially a mechanic to lower the size of the party back to a
Yeah, yeah.
reasonable amount so that you don't have to play 2 characters.
For sure.
So
I've
yeah.
been waiting for this moment.
Right. And if anyone,
Even though I love playing Drazan, I have been waiting for this moment.
right. And if anyone wants to, switch characters at that point, it's a good time for that too. But, we have to work that into the story, obviously. So, anyway, we can talk about it between sessions.
Perhaps we should take.
I'll go with them this time.
Oh, you're going to go with Drazan.
Because I'll be in hospital.
Okay.
When you
that
play the
makes
next
sense. That
game.
makes sense. Okay, cool.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And I'm just gonna say that this is my plan. I am planning to switch out characters, also for various reasons, apart from anything else. We're talking about farming. Ferlt is probably the only person in the party who has actual farming in his backstory.
Okay.
Because his parents were farmers.
Your character has everything in your backstory.
No, you're confusing this character and the character in the other campaign. This guy is boring compared to that guy.
Jesus.
And that's a scary thought.
Oh, hello. Nice to meet you.
Mark Songs. Hi, Russell. Loving the game. You were a little quieter than your players. Is that because I'm talking quietly because I'm really tired, or is that like an actual tech issue? I don't know. I'll turn my...
It's good that we're being told that.
Yeah, we really actually do appreciate it. I'll turn my gain up a bit so that maybe that will help. Does this help a bit?
No, I can't hear you now.
Check. Oh no, has it fucked out?
You broke him. Oh no.
Curses. Hold on. Keep talking, Russ.
Check.
Might have had the volume on.
Check.
No, can't hear you at all
Nope.
now, Russ. You're completely muted. Curses!
2, 3.
Nope,
1,
still
2,
can't hear you.
1, 2, 3. Testing.
Still can't hear you.
1, 2, 3. Testing.
Killed them. Good job.
Check. It should be. I can see the Yeti's working.
We cannot hear you at all, Russ.
Testing.
You missed with him, and now he's broke.
Okay.
I heard the clap.
You heard the clap?
Okay.
Check.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you turn
I can
yourself up?
Sorry about that. Can I turn myself up?
Yeah, you're quiet.
Oh, and tell me my mic's not dying.
I can hear you on the stream.
Can you hear me on the stream? Okay, well that's good.
But really quiet now on Zoom.
Oh really?
Mark says it's quieter than before.
Oh my god, I've turned all the sound up. How does that work?
I don't know.
Okay, let's try some things. Let's try some things. Let's turn the music down a little bit. I mean, not that it's particularly loud. What else can we do? We can fuck around with Zoom. Zoom audio. Come here, Zoom audio.
So essentially what's happening is Rohan, Drazan, and Feralt are going to leave, and something's going to happen there. Where are we at the moment?
Sorry. Can you still hear me? Check. No, now you guys are muted. Oh my god. Sound. Check. Check.
What is happening?
Oh, now I can hear you. That's a good start.
Mark, what have you done?
Audio settings. Okay, hold on. Testing.
Yep.
How's that?
A lot better.
Okay, so Zoom, what has happened is Zoom has updated itself and it's reset my microphone setting to near the bottom, and so I've turned it up. So hopefully that's better. Yay! Woot!
Okay.
Okay, guys.
Yay.
Sorry about that. Thank you, Mark, for pointing that out. We greatly appreciate that. Whew. Okay, cool.
All right. Okay, so
All right.
we need to figure out what we need to do.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we need to do.
Now, before you do
So-
that, let's find out, where are you now that you're back in the city? Do you go somewhere? I mean, I've kind of got you... I'm thinking you're sort of just inside the gates.
I think if we're going to talk anywhere, there's that place at the guard tower we should probably head to.
Okay. All right, so that secret room that Drazan introduced you to.
Yes.
Okay, cool. All right, very good. So you travel through the city and you get there.
Excellent. Well, that was quick.
I know.
All
You probably
right,
had to
so-
avoid a few guards, and you saw some Barachiel wizards doing a little parade down there, and you've seen the kind of residue of the parade, the fireworks the previous night. There's still like firecrackers and bits of shit on the streets and what have you, and you know, kids are still running around on the streets picking things up and very excited about it and talking about all the amazing things they saw and the dragon and the phoenix and the blah blah blah. But you get to the location and you find your way in, and now you're in this room.
Drazan,
Yes.
perhaps you should. You know the woman that we visited, the cleric.
Yes.
Perhaps we should ask if she would like to go with you, as well. It's nice to have a cleric there, and she'll be able to help look after everyone.
I can facilitate that.
We'll have to go see her, and unless you want to do that.
Yes, I can do that.
Okay. It'd be lovely to see her again.
Yes.
We still need to see the Archmage. Archmage. Why do you keep saying that? War Mage.
He is
Sorry.
in fact the Arch War Mage.
Oh.
So you're not totally wrong.
Excellent. Right. Arch War Mage. I knew there was an Arch there somewhere.
Yeah.
All right. Is there anything else that you are all wanting to do? Like Rohan, is there someone here? Do you have family here?
Not that I'm aware of.
That's sad.
Well, it's life.
That's life.
I'm here to, well, not so much stop the Barachiel wizards, but figure out what's going on. There's a concerned citizen.
Keep going. Oh,
No, that's
as
the end of
a
the story.
concern. Oh, right.
If you don't mind me asking, a concerned citizen of where precisely?
Of the world, I suppose.
But more specifically.
I don't understand the question.
I'm asking if you don't mind telling us where you're from.
Oh, well, that's simple. I'm from Highbrook. I've travelled here and, well, let's just say these Barachiel are no friends of mine, and
I had passed through Hemeth Tirith.
congratulations.
Okay. Okay, that actually leaves Pearl
silly.
blinking.
So for your
That-
information, Hemeth Tirith is the elven name for Highbrook.
So you've got a human calling it Hemeth Tirith and an elf calling it Highbrook.
Yeah.
I assumed
They're both
you
trying to
would not
impress
know the
each
elven
other, I
name.
suspect.
My first teacher was who taught me alchemy was a high elf. He also taught me Elvish.
What was his name?
We never actually discussed that part of the backstory, so I'm just gonna tell him whatever the name was.
All right, very good.
Unusual.
Shall I give you a name now?
Yeah, give me a name. I'll make a note of it.
All right. Where's Ulgamage? No, I'm kidding. Roltheon.
Oh, fan. Let me just check my list of names. Nope.
Okay.
Okay.
And Alkis, we haven't seen you for a long while. Do you have any family here? Do you have any friends? We're just, well, the closer we get to the Barachiel, the more that they are targets. So,
I have acquaintances. I would not call them friends necessarily.
are we friends?
I mean, yes, I think so. We haven't seen each other in a while.
Please don't say we're acquaintances.
I mean,
Please don't say it.
we haven't really known each other that long. thrown together, done a few jobs. That's the way life goes for me.
I saved your life many times.
And as have many others, but at the end of the day, it's all about the job. And I'm not even getting paid for this one. So I suppose that is something.
It's fine. It's fine.
Sorry,
It's
Alcus,
fine.
where are you
Oh,
from?
sorry, that was meant to go to everyone. I just sent a message sending it to the group. This is the name of the
Thank you.
cleric that you met.
I'm from here, there, everywhere, all over. Spent a lot of time on different ships, doing different work around, as I say, everywhere.
No, I only recently travelled by ship. An interesting experience.
It's like a second home to me.
Can I roll an insight of something just to see if this is true?
Sure.
Just because Caleb doesn't have a suspicion, but Rowan has a suspicion.
Okay. 14.
14.
Yeah. What do you think, Alcas? Is he? What,
A suspicion about what? Because Alcas is being pretty truthful.
That's
Alcas was essentially son of a fisherman type deal, sewer trash type thing, and then got taken under the wing of a very reputable shipping merchant who just so happened on the side to do smuggling.
You've also worked with the Zephyrasti. I don't know if I've told you that, but you've heard of.
Yes.
You've worked with the Zephyrasti. They are a mercenary company that basically protect ships and have ships to protect ships with. So a merchant navy, is that about a good description?
Yeah. He's kind of in your shipping, sailory type thing. However, any sort of shady deal around that sort of industry, he gets involved in. If it's smuggling, heists, whatever.
Right. Okay, cool.
So, is it, Drazan, is one of your guards around?
I could fetch one if required.
Yes.
Why so?
Yeah, that'd be wonderful.
Do you mind telling me why?
Oh, because I want to know what's been happening here while we were up there. I want to know the reason for why, what happened to the water and the whole, like, gross muck. What happened to that? Was it found out?
Of course. Very well. I shall fetch someone. He wanders off upstairs. He heads up out of there and goes through the gate up to the upper levels. You hear the gate close and lock behind him.
Well, actually, I may know a thing or two about that, now that we're all certain no one is working for the Barachiel. We are all not working for the Barachiel, and I'll look at Hagalaz. Hagalaz?
Hagalaz, yeah. Sure.
Hagalaz, and just like raise an eyebrow.
I think we're okay.
He has just insulted me. I'm going to slap him in the face.
Oh, really? You're just going to slap
Yes.
him? Okay.
Yep.
Boof. Okay.
Would you like an unarmed strike?
I mean, look, it's up to you, Rowan, if you're going to let him or not. Do you want him to make an unarmed strike, or do you not care?
I'll let him make an unarmed strike, but I'm going to make one back.
Okay. Oh, do we need to roll for initiative here? Have we got PvP going on?
Fully thinks he's just discovered a Barachiel wizard who is now attacking him.
Oh,
25.
Ooh, okay.
A 25 will hit. Yep.
All right. Very good.
It's not going to be non-lethal, and it's just going to be like, like a flake slap on the face.
Right.
And
it's not hard.
Not hard or anything.
It's just
but
to make sure that he knows that he can. All right. He hits you back with an unarmed strike for 17.
And you do hit, funnily enough.
Right. How do you hit him?
I sock him in the gut for 7 points.
7 points of damage. Okay. Boof. All right. He hits quite hard for 7 points of damage is a lot for an unarmed strike. You are muted, Sean.
Sorry, I'm just talking to myself. I was wondering why 7, but he's a monk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I punch hard.
Will you two calm down, please?
No, keep fighting.
Just
keep fighting.
with this, you see like a
No.
vein in my neck start to like bulge, and I go into a rage.
You go to a rage, Rokan, yeah?
I bet on the little one.
I bet on the little one, okay.
Bet on the little one.
I'll take that bet.
Okay, so
5 gold.
you're going,
Okay, right.
You're going into a rage.
It's like,
Yep.
And I'm just looking like, you know what? Fuck it. He just sits down, starts reading a book.
This is the scene in the movie where the heroes have to fight each other before they can trust each other, isn't it? Or is
Yes,
this
it is.
either that or it's the
You can only
scene?
much.
trust a man who's punched you in the face
Or it's
5
the
times.
Put up your.
or it's
Put
the
up.
scene.
No, put up your right. No, your right hand, you idiot. No, back.
With that, I pull out Nightbane. I just
Oh,
grab Nightbane off
shit.
my back.
Okay, so he takes out a freaking weapon, and this weapon is quite impressive. It's an axe,
I'm not
right?
making good berries for you all.
Whoa, Frank.
calm
That's
down. I'll
where
draw my
Rogan
dagger.
goes, whoa,
Okay, so
whoa,
the monk's
whoa.
drawn his dagger now. All right.
Wait a minute. Nobody use weapon, only fist. I only pay for that much. Put weapon back.
Cost extra for blades.
It's extra for blades.
Hagalaz,
On hearing that,
you still raging? Or
still raging. He's still raging, and he's going to be professional about this because he's heard Rokan, and he's like, okay, he's paid money, he's paid Nightbane back,
just put
and
money
he's going
down
to
on
punch.
it?
And this time he's going to punch in the face.
Right, I need initiative from you guys.
Okay, bring.
This is
If
shocking.
it's an unarmed fight, I'm pretty confident.
So Hagalaz has got a 7.
Rowan got an
18.
18.
Damn.
Okay, Rohan, you get to hit first.
Okay, so this is all unarmed. We've agreed to that. I'm going to make 2 unarmed strikes. For a 16.
That hits.
That hits. And your second attack?
Oh, well, that's 5 damage to
5
begin with,
damage.
and then second attack is way more, is a 22.
Yep, that hits.
That hits, alright.
For an additional 8 on top of that, I am then going to spend a key point to flurry of blows.
Fuck. Okay.
So 2 more attacks.
Oh, okay, so 8.
Natural 20.
Fucking hell.
Oh, shit, he's gonna
This
cry.
is why monks are overpowered.
They are not overpowered.
He rolled a natural
More
20.
damage
You can't complain about him being overpowered. He rolled a natural 20
and a miss.
Yeah.
and a miss. Okay, so 3 hits and a
Where-
miss. Alright, and
Where are we right now?
you're in a
the
chamber
basement.
in the basement of a
I
guard
was
tower.
I was giving a legitimate question, and then I got hit in the face, and now I'm in a pit fight, I guess.
Yeah, sweet. So I'm just working out. We've basically just started up a fight club.
Pretty much.
Yeah, pretty
yes.
much.
Pretty much.
They
Pretty
did.
much.
They did.
And I'm saying to you, now, I'll change my odds. They're going up.
So 15
No.
plus 8 plus 5 is 28 points of damage in, what, 1 turn?
Yep.
Hagalaz, it's your turn. Are you planning to do something at this point?
Since he's playing dirty, I kick up Nightbane
Okay.
and I take a swing.
Whoa.
Okay,
How's he playing dirty? He's only punched you.
Okay, so
I'm
I'm
abiding by
also
the
raging,
rules.
remember? I'm like super raging now.
okay,
Mark's
what-
on glass.
can
I was
Can
gonna
I-
say, if anyone was gonna use weapons, Elkas was going to jump in.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
Alcas, you're going to jump
so
in.
is
Okay.
Rokan.
All right, you
Okay,
two need to roll for
get-
initiative too now.
okay. Seeing Hagalaz pick up a weapon, can I take an action?
Yep.
Prestidigitation to make a shower of sparks in his face.
Okay, so Rokan, you are at 8 initiative. You go before Hagalaz. You're going to use prestidigitation to make sparks in whose face?
Hagalaz is seeing him pick up the weapon.
Okay, Hagalaz, you have disadvantage.
Cool.
Okay, so who else was rolling initiative? Sean? Did you? Yeah. you got a
Yes, a 19.
Okay, so. Alright, so we're at the bottom of initiative now. Hagalaz, you've picked up a weapon, you're taking a swing, you can roll to hit. With disadvantage, yes, a 9. Okay, so you don't hit him. Do you have any more attacks, actions, bonus actions, movement, flavor, dialogue?
Then I'm gonna try and strike again.
You have a second attack, do you?
Yeah, I have a second attack, and I'm going to use my inspiration to make it at advantage.
Ooh, fuck. Okay.
That's going to be a dirty 20.
Dirty 20, that's
that'll hit.
probably going to hit you. And that's with an axe. Okay.
And that is going to be 13 points of damage.
Ooh.
Ouch.
Okay, is that lethal or non-lethal?
+2, so that's actually going to be
15 damage.
15 points of damage, and that's going to be lethal damage.
Lethal damage. Are you just like angry because there's like a new player and you've been away for a few weeks?
No,
Taking
I'm
the
just...
spot.
No, he's insulted me by calling me a dirty Barachiel wizard, and I am angry about that.
Alright, fair enough. Okay. Alright, so that was your turn. Rohan. You want to restrain him or anything like that, or are you going to attack him? You'll have to unmute yourself. Bonus action to unmute yourself.
No. Yes. To restrain him. Restrain him.
So basically a grapple check against the
Yeah.
Goliath. Okay, good luck
Yeah.
with that. And the funny thing is that that Jojo is rolling both characters, so he's rolling against himself.
That was
Tapping into, please.
That was a natural one. I'm going to do a strength check, and I get a 13.
Spare is in at 22. Okay, so strength check was 13 for Hagalaz with a 7 plus 6. Okay, so Rohan, what's his athletics check?
He got a natural 1.
He got a natural 1. Why are we
Yeah,
not
plus-
seeing Rokan's checks here?
Sorry, Jojo, did you... if you're raging, you get advantage on the strength checks.
Do I? Well, let's see if I can get a natural 20.
Good luck. I'll tell you
No,
what.
I also got a 13 again.
Just because
Two 13s.
Jordan, because when I roll Rokan's character sheets, it comes through on the game log. I'm going to roll against you, and also, you know, it's fair play.
Yeah, fair enough.
All right, so Rohan, where'd you go? Come here.
So let's see if you can beat my 13.
All right, so I'm going to roll for your what is it? Strength check, athletics. Here we go. That is a 21 for Rohan.
Yeah, then he does grapple me.
All right, so he grapples you, he grabs you, and you can't move, but you can still attack and do stuff. You're just restrained. Rohan, you can move him at half speed if you want, in some direction.
I'll move him towards one of the cells.
The cells are upstairs, unfortunately, but you know what? There's a couple of rooms down here where the doors have been taken off and what have you.
Yeah,
But,
I'll move him to a room.
so you're dragging him back towards a room. Okay, so that's Rokan's turn. Rowan?
Where the heck's my thing? I'm just double checking, reading something.
I think this is the first time I've had PvP in any of my campaigns or games.
Even though I've been stabbed, I'm not going to draw my dagger. Doesn't matter, it does the same damage anyway.
Alright.
I'm gonna again attempt to hit twice for a 19
Nice.
Yep, hits.
Okay, that
and
hits.
a 21.
Oh, you
Yep,
have
hits.
advantage on these attacks because he's restrained.
Well, I'll roll the damage and then. Oh, actually, I'll just see if I crit.
Fish for a 20.
For a 20, go on.
Nope.
24 though. Okay.
Nope. So, there you go.
Now remember, you can right click on your to hit button and get an advantaged attack roll.
Yeah. That's right. So, where was the damage? 8 and 5, and I'm again going to spend another key point to Flurry of Blows.
Alright.
As you would.
I
So
still
he's
get
just-
advantage for these ones?
He's just going in there like a fucking... Like, you know, remember Agent Smith in The Matrix when he goes nuts?
Hey, that's another net 20.
Oh,
Oh!
fuck. Okay, so...
Silvery barbs.
Ah, you bastard.
You silvery barbs him. Okay, so it's
Yeah,
not...
we were
silvery
friends.
barbs the nat 20.
Okay, so if
We
you,
are friends, that's why we're trying to stop you killing him.
you can re-roll
And
that
I'm going
one.
to give advantage to Rohan.
Oh, okay. Vanish to Rohan. Okay,
Because
cool.
I'm trying to break... I'm not trying... Like, you notice I haven't done any damaging spells to you
anyone,
guys.
right.
I'm just trying to break this up.
Right. Right. Okay, cool. So,
Okay, so I need to re-roll that
You
one?
need to re-roll
Yeah, you do.
that 20. Yeah.
Okay, so ignore that 5 damage.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Imagine
Is it
if you got a
still
roll.
It's not even
Technically
crit
advantage?
damage anyway.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's 5. And a 9.
And a 9 to hit. Okay, so that misses, unfortunately, for you. Alright, it is Rokan's turn. No, it's not. What am I saying? Hagalaz.
Huh? Huh?
We've got Vespera at 22. Rohan at 19. Oh, wait, this is... this is Feralt's turn.
Oh, I didn't even roll an initiative,
Oh,
but
you haven't rolled
okay.
initiative? I'm going to put you in there, okay?
Okay.
I was going to say, because Alcas
Put you in after... Oh, maybe that's Alcas at 8.
Yeah.
Alcas was a 19, I believe.
Alcas was a 19? Oh, fuck, okay.
It definitely wasn't an 8, because that's only a 2 on the dice
Yeah,
for me.
that's-
Rokan was the 8.
Alcas, okay, so I've got you guys mixed up. Rohan is...
Yeah, that's all good.
Do you want me to roll, or are you just gonna stick me in there?
Yeah, you can roll. Give it a roll, give it a roll.
7.
7, okay, so you are on a par with Hagalaz. Who's got the highest dex out of you and Hagalaz?
Dex or initiative? Because I've got other initiative modifiers.
Dex.
Dex,
Okay.
because the
you-
initiative modifier is just adding to that, and then
That's what you
you
got,
use a
yeah.
dex if you equal. I've got a 16.
So you get plus
Uh,
2.
Yeah, I've only got 14.
Okay, so Hagalaz goes first, and then Feralt, you are last in initiative, which kind of makes sense,
Okay.
because you joined
Yep.
last. Okay, cool. So, alright, so who did the last thing here? That was
Rohan did the last thing.
Rohan did the last thing. Okay, so then it is Rokan's turn. Rohan, you're still dragging him? Yep. Okay. So we're gonna make another athletics check for you,
Yeah.
Rohan. Doop-a-doop-a-doop. And this is of course a contested check by Rowan. Sorry, by
Hagalaz.
Hagalaz.
That's
You
a
rolled
23.
23. Shit bags. Okay, so here comes Rokan's. Oh, not so good. 14 this time, but he has advantage, doesn't he?
He does have advantage, yes.
Yeah, okay, so he's rolling again. Oh, 24.
Oh,
It's a
nice.
struggle, but he's still got you.
Wow.
Okay, so that's Rokan's turn. Hagalaz, your turn.
I'm going to attempt to break free.
Break free, so it's another athletics check. Now, how long does that,
Oh.
that advantage has failed now, hasn't it?
Yeah, I think it was a one-time.
So one-time advantage
Yes.
for Alt? Yeah? Okay.
For
so-
Rokan
yeah,
has,
it's
but
a-
Hagalaz has
Alright,
advantage
Hagalaz
on...
breaks out of Rokan's grip. What do you do, Hagalaz? You've still got movement.
I'm running at the half elf.
You're running at the half elf because you charge at him. Now
That's
you've
why he's
used,
going up to Elkis.
you've used your action to break the grip, but you moved your movement to get up to Rowan. It's Vespera's turn.
I am going to shield Rohan with a fiery veil. It will be sanctuary. And I yell out to him, "Don't attack him,
But I've almost
Rohan."
done so much
Rowan?
damage.
No, don't.
Mark, who started this was Rohan. He called me a Barachiel wizard, which are the bad guys in the story, and I was enslaved by them. Not that these guys know anything about that, but I was enslaved by them, and tortured and captured by them. So I'm angry at them, very much so. So I'm smashing his face in if I can, if I get the
I mean,
chance.
technically, I just raised my eyebrow at you.
I mean,
Oh,
he asked the question and then raised his eyebrow, but obviously Hagalaz has taken that
Picked
very personally. Very
Yes.
personally indeed.
As you can
Okay,
see.
so it is now Alcas's turn.
Can
No.
Hagalaz
Alright, go on.
please make a... Oh, I can't figure out which one it is. It's a saving throw.
Yeah.
What are you up to, Alcas? What are you up to?
Mark, everyone else is trying to break up the fight. Everyone. Literally everyone.
Can Hagalaz please make a charisma saving throw?
That's unusual.
Oh, I know it's coming.
I got a natural 1 for a 0.
Oh, okay.
Perfect.
So
Amazing.
that's a total fail.
Hagalaz
Okay.
disappears and is banished to another realm for a minute.
Oh.
Yeah, so if he's native to this plane, he just sends him to like a pocket dimension.
Right. Yeah. Okay. He's native to this plane.
If the target is native to the plane of existence you're on, you'll banish the target to a harmless demi-plane.
Right.
While there, the target is incapacitated. So he is incapacitated in another plane for a minute.
Okay.
So Alcas whips out his moonblade and it probably starts to shine a bit as he thrusts it towards Hagalaz, and then whoop, he's gone.
He vanishes. Okay, very good. I'll cast Rohan. What do you do? Rohan, what do you do?
I wasn't going to kill him.
It's so hard to
Didn't
tell
need
if
He
Jordan's
was going
playing
to
in
kill
character
you.
or if he's being passive aggressive. Okay, Rohan, what do you do? He's disappeared in front of you.
I guess he'll just drop his hands from his fighting, sort of where he had them ready to dick the shit out of Mr. Hagalaz.
All right.
And
Okay, Rohan.
did you kill him?
He's moved away in front of you, broke your grip. He charged at the half-elf. Alcas pointed his sword at him and did a thing, and there was a flash of light, and then Hagalaz was gone. He
Well,
literally made him disappear.
Rohan feels pretty good because now he's seen that the strange fella can fight really well. And my friend, buddy, pal, has a sword that can do strange shit.
I mean, this all got a bit out of hand, though, didn't it?
You're quite right. You're quite right. Out of hand. No
That's-
fun when you get it out of hand.
That's putting it lightly.
Give me my money.
He did not win.
But I would have.
That's beside the point. He might have killed you, you might have killed him. Either way, the fight was inconclusive. That voids the bet. By the way, I don't think he's going to be too happy when he returns, so do we have some sort of plan for that?
You've got about 30 seconds.
Well,
Talk fast.
I
I
think
look-
he won't be so angry by the time he returns.
And
I wouldn't bet on it. Okay.
Ferlt rifles through his bag and pulls out a spell scroll and says, I can try this when he gets back.
Okay, we'll try that.
I wonder where Drazan is. Right, I'm gonna go to the door and just wait.
Somewhere a bit more peaceful.
Yeah.
All right, at
Rowan,
that point,
Rowan will follow
Hagalaz
because he doesn't want
reappears.
to be the center of any more drama.
Boof! Hagalaz is back. Woof! What do you do,
Bonus action
Hagalaz?
rage again.
Okay. I use my reaction to cast a spell from the scroll.
Okay.
I cast Suggestion and tell Hagalaz to calm down and sit down.
Okay, so
So can you make a wisdom save,
Wisdom
please? The
saving
DC is double check the DC on from a scroll.
16.
16.
Okay, that definitely yeah, you pass the save.
Okay, so you continue to bonus action rage.
I
Hagalaz.
can do bonus action
Alright,
rage.
well, you can. All right, so that's your bonus action. What do you do for your action?
Mark, you also need to give a player name.
Yeah, tell us who you're giving
after you-
inspiration to. Yep.
Yeah.
If you can see them, who are you wanting? You got-
Hagalaz, what are you going to do to the next player stopping this?
Oh, okay.
Okay, so
I love that.
it's going to be Feralt. He's next on initiative.
He's next on initiative. Should have. So, I would have. I would have thought that when I came back out, I would have just landed like
Pretty much where you were.
where I was on both feet, and I'm just looking at the small little half elf, and I go, "You can fight." No, not you. The other one, the new one.
Yeah, he's also a half elf.
Yeah. I don't know,
Okay,
I
that's-
just banished you. He might have been angry at me.
Actually, I'm going to be angry at him now because he's banished me. He's just made me disappear.
Right, and
I'm
we haven't
angry
talked
at
about
him.
where you went yet either, so that's another story.
That's a whole other story.
Yep.
I look at the other little half elf and I go, "Your turn," and I swing Nightbait at him.
At Alcast now.
Yes,
All right, roll to hit.
25 to hit.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, okay.
Jesus Christ.
13 points of damage.
Rohan says, Alcaz.
Reaction to half that.
All right.
Fair enough.
Perception checks. Everyone.
Okay.
13.
21.
Vesperi of advantage.
Oh, thank you. I am
19.
right by the door.
Yeah.
So
4.
We have,
30-20 for Hagalaz.
okay.
15.
And what did Rokan get?
I don't know. You're rolling for
Well,
him.
I'm rolling for Rokan. That's true. Yes, I forgot. Where are you, Rokan? Over here. Okay, perception.
I'm over here.
For you, +4. Okay, Rokan, you're too involved to notice, and you were in that other room as well, so that kind of, you don't hear as much. Those of you that get above 12 will hear the door opening from above, and you can hear voices. One of them is Drazan's, the other one is a guard that you have come across before.
Is it the one I cured his STD?
Hold on, let me just check. We'll say that it is.
Okay.
I have to look up his name, to be honest. But so give me a minute if you care enough. Otherwise, we can just continue and say that it's that guy, and you can remember who it is.
Yeah. Drazan, they're fighting, and there's no end.
Drazan charges downstairs, and he's got his shield with him, and he tries to interpose into the fight. He's going to roll initiative. That is a natural 20.
Oh.
So,
Don't worry, I got this.
Two bad natural 20s don't count in initiative.
That's true. Where's his character? Drazan, here you are. Okay, so Drazan charges down.
Disarm.
He's going to go and try and help Rokan to restrain Hagalaz.
Honestly, it might be better for him to try and get the weapon off of Hagalaz. And he can do that by using a disarm attack.
Oh, okay. All right. You want to do it?
Yeah.
Do the thing.
I just need to figure out what weapon to use because
but
maybe
to be fair, it's not his turn yet. Hagalaz is attacking Alkas.
Sweet. I will leave you to it.
I go for my second attack.
All right.
We could go see the Arc War Mage today, but that's
a 21 to hit.
True, 21 to hit. Okay, that hits.
Oh, that's going to be 8 points of bludgeoning damage. Or slashing damage, sorry.
Alright, 8 points of slashing damage to Hagalaz. You're attacking Alkas.
Alkas.
Right,
yep.
Feralt, it's your turn.
So basically, I'm just going to try and put myself between these two idiots.
Okay. So
Which two idiots?
you're inserting yourself between Alkas and
between
Hagalaz.
Alkas and Hagalaz.
Very good. So you move to that location between them. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Well, they are fighting with blades at this point. I mean, I know Alkas has got his Moonblade out, and Hagalaz has got Nightbane out. So, do you really want to interpose in the middle of that? Because
So basically, I go up to Hagalaz and up to Alkas and just tell him to, with my shield up, and just tell him to get behind me if he doesn't want this fight.
all right, cool. Vespera, it's your turn.
Vespera is going to cast Sanctuary again, but on Strangeling. Alkas.
Okay. On
Yeah.
casting Sanctuary on Alkas. Is that a
Yes.
concentration spell?
No.
Okay, so they can both have it up.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's
it lasts a minute, so it's
it's
not
a
very
lot of
long.
concentration, but it can get broken if we make like aggressive attacks. So
Alright,
it
well,
can get broken.
If it lasts a minute, then it's already disappeared because Hagalaz was gone for a minute.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
All right, so Vespera casts Sanctuary on Alkas. Alkas, it's your turn.
Alkas, seeing this big, hulking, angry thing in front of him, has no real knowledge of who the hell this guy is. He's just some guy that was a friend. That's first thing he's really done when he turned up is attack people. And the person he attacked was someone he didn't really know that well anyway, is going to disengage and walk out the door.
Okay, so you're walking up the stairs to leave, is that right? Or are you walking into the side room?
So he's going to disengage to not provoke opportunity attacks, and he is basically leaving. Just leaving.
Okay.
Now
Now, you know that upstairs you're going to need Drazan to get out of this place.
We didn't come in through the upstairs. We
That's
came
true.
in through the sewers.
You came in through the sewers. Okay, so you're going to go back that way.
I'm just trying to get out, basically. I'm
Okay.
not
All right.
dealing with this rubbish.
We'll say you're heading for the sewers then. Cool.
Yep, and that is a bonus action disengage and action dash, so I'm 60 feet away.
So you run 60 feet.
So
okay.
I'm...
Alright, so you head into the sewers. Alright, very good. That's Elkas. Rohan.
I was going to say, as Elkas walks off, you probably just hear him, "This stupid shit, I'm not dealing with this, but I'm going to go find a drink."
Okay, Rohan.
Hearing this, I'm going to spend 2 key points and cast Darkness centered on Mr. Goliath.
Okay, so there's darkness on you now. Yeah, you, Hagalaz.
Well, that makes things
Hey,
hard.
who turned out the
then-
lights?
No.
I will then bonus action teleport to Elkas.
Okay, can you
I'm
teleport
coming with you.
all the way to him? I mean, he's, what, 60 feet away?
Yeah, it's a 60-foot... Oh, as long as there's a shadow nearby.
As long as it's... Yep, you can do that. Okay. Very well. So you bamf out of there. Rohan?
I blame you for this.
Rohan, you're probably
You still owe me a
on the
drink.
edge of the darkness.
Who are you blaming?
You can't hear
Rowan.
him right now. He's 60
Rowan.
feet away down the corridor in the other direction from where you are.
Okay.
But you can see the fuzzy ball of black darkness surrounding Hagalaz.
Okay. I walk out too, because I figure if he's got nobody to fight.
Alright, that's fair. So you're going to head around to the sewer as well.
Yeah, I'm going around to the sewer. Could someone meet and drink?
Drazan nods at you as you go that way.
Yeah.
Just like, good idea. Okay, Hagalaz, you're in darkness.
I'm gonna try and start making my way towards where I think the door is
Okay,
for the sewers.
okay. How do you know that they've gone there?
I don't. I'm just going that way.
Okay, can you make a
Oh.
perception check?
You would have seen Elkas leave that way before the darkness came up.
Right, that's true. Yep. Okay.
19.
19. All right. So you're gonna just make your way that direction. Can
Would you like me to make a survival?
Yep, survival check.
That's going to be a 23.
All right. So you go wandering out of the darkness. You are at half speed until you get out of the darkness. It's 15 feet, so that's 30
Cool, I
feet
have
of
40.
movement.
Yeah, cool.
Yep.
I
You
still
can-
have 10 feet of movement.
Yep. And you can dash.
and I could dash, but I'm just going to punch some wall.
Okay. You smash into the wall. All right. That's fair.
And let out an almighty tiger roar.
All right. Should we give you a D4 worth of damage from punching the wall? So
Sure.
2 points of damage. You're raging,
Sure.
so you can halve it to 1.
I'll halve it to 1,
All
which
right.
I've been forgetting to do anyway, but that's all right.
All right. So Hagalaz,
God.
that's your turn. Feralt.
You're now in darkness.
He's just like, he just goes, "What the fuck?" and just sits down and just like leans back on the ground, just waits for the darkness to go away.
Okay. Fair enough. Well, it's going to last like a minute, isn't it?
Yeah,
I think it's 10
he
minutes.
thinks it.
Is it 10 minutes? All right. Concentration.
Okay, well, he's just gonna like take a nap then.
All right. So you lie down in the darkness and you take a nap.
Yep.
Very good. And so we're back to Vespera.
Vespera is going to try and get Drazan out of the darkness, and
Do you
probably
call-
Rokan. I don't know.
Rokan's not in the darkness. He's moved around it and gone to the sewer.
I find it hard to believe that they were able to not be caught in it. They were
Oh.
restraining him, weren't they?
No, he got away from Rokan. He broke out of
Okay,
Rokan's
sweet.
restraint.
Okay, right. Well, in that case, I'm going to just sit with Feralt.
In the darkness. Okay, so
No, beside the
Darkness,
Are
my
you
old
in the
friend.
darkness?
Feralt's in the darkness. He's sitting in the darkness.
It's like,
Yeah, that's what he said.
you can
Ah.
talk to me through the darkness, you know. I can still
Okay,
hear you. It
sweet.
blocks sight, not sound.
All right. Well, I'll wait outside the darkness,
It's like,
All right,
leaning on the wall or something.
excellent. So we shall leave our heroes in this interesting state, this interesting situation, whereupon, yeah.
We wasted the last half an hour. We could have talked to the war mage.
I was fully about to give a bit my tidbit of lore I knew, and then got socked in the face.
Right. Well, that was interesting. Thank you, everybody, and thank you for watching our mad role-playing game this evening. We don't usually have PvP. I'm going to blame Jordan for that.
It is always Jordan.
Excuse me. Actually, no. He started it because
No,
he
you
looked
started
at me.
it.
You totally started it.
No,
You
bought
totally
up-
started.
He bought
You started it.
Up.
Should we
Thank
fight
you, Mark,
again?
for the game.
No one
Roll
believes you,
initiative.
Fight
Jordan.
again. Roll initiative. Let's go.
You
To be
chose. You chose
We-
to punch him.
Yep.
Yeah.
You
last
could've
session
streamed
was
it.
chose to
fine.
insult
Mark
me.
Songs, just so you know, we have a number of streams on this channel at different times of the week. We have a schedule up there somewhere and stuff. We have a YouTube channel. You can go back and watch previous episodes and stuff on there. And we've got some D&D videos and things too. So if you get a chance and you're interested, go check them out. Like and subscribe if you feel compelled. And we are going to go and raid somebody.
Yep.
So...
Oh my goodness.
oh my goodness, this is going to be interesting. And also join our Discord channel too, because then we can talk shit, and that might be fun. Here we go. Raiding. We're going to raid Getting Dicey today.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
And go and say hello to them. See how they're doing. So thank you, everyone. We're raiding in 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Ba-bow.
And over.
Ba-bow.
Ba-bow. That's what we say.
Ba-bow.
Right, raiding now. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, they
Bye,
are
Rohan.
out. And we're going to
He's always
shut
so
down
sleepy.
the stream.
He's always so sleepy.
I